Hello. So I am hosting for Anime this week as he is off dealing with his personal life, which he's not supposed to have. But anyway,
He's a YouTuber, not a lot of personal life.
We just shared the link out. We don't know who's where and what's up. So it's going to be us talking while we wait for people to show up. And while we do that, I will share Hello Kitty Island and you can watch me run around and act like an idiot. Doesn't this sound like fun? Wow.
Okay. Got my shares out there.
Because I'm getting a very big account at this point. Yes, I was actually being goofy and I actually made a little cutesy character. It won't last long, trust me. Mm-hmm. I'll go back to my little gothic character soon, which I like a lot more. Pow!
Attempt to monetize this one. Okay.
Well, let's see if I can hold my mouth. Tao, I have you on Discord to send you the link, right? Let me see. I thought I had you. Let me scroll through my names here a minute. I got way too many people talking to me lately.
Yes, in other news, the attempted copyright claim on that stream a couple weeks ago where we started playing some Tom Lehrer songs. Apparently, Virgin Music Group is trying to claim it.
Okay, I found one Discord. I sent it to you, but I don't know if it's your current one. If not, it's up to you if you want to share the information on that Discord name or not. Because otherwise, I'm not sure how to send you the link. So, cool. I have found out one thing. My new FU tick is accented enough. The censorship on YouTube doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
All right, see what you got, and if you can reach that one or not. If not, we'll figure something else out. I will make sure you're available to come up here since you're part of the group. You know.
Mm-hmm. One of us.
One of us. I'm also going to send the link out to Freaky to see if he'll show up.
Yeah.
Hi now, bitches. Mm-hmm. Is that the game?
No, that is the statement from Tom Lehrer himself 3 years, almost 2.5 years ago, regarding the copyright and lack thereof of his music.
I have shared that and read it on air before. Do you want to just read it? Because I kind of not going to switch this unless I have to.
All right. Well, this is on TomLehrerSongs.com. Start up top of the thing. Songs and lyrics, Tom Lehrer, the Courier Font. And scroll down. Disclaimer statement. I, Tom Lehrer, individually and as trustee of the Tom Lehrer Trust 2007, hereby grant the following permissions. All copyrights to lyrics or music written or composed by me have been permanently and irrevocably relinquished, and therefore such songs are now in the public domain. All my songs that have never been copyrighted, having been available for free for so long, are now also in the public domain. In other words, I have abandoned, surrendered, and disclaimed all right, title, and interest in and to my work, and have injected any and all copyright into the public domain. Yeah, it goes, the permission granted includes all lyrics which I've written to music by others, although, and it's very exhaustive. Okay. Yeah.
In other words, he said, leave it the shit alone. Yes. It's mine.
In short, I no longer retain any rights to any of my songs, so help yourselves and don't send me any money. This is Tom Lehrer, November 26, 2022.
I remember it well.
And then below,
hell, I remember me and you did a stream celebrating and singing his music together.
Yeah. And now Virgin Music Group has put on like 4 or 5 copyright claims when that stream we did a couple weeks ago. We're playing some of the songs. They're playing some of the videos with songs.
It's not their damn music. They don't own it.
It's part of the flaw in the appeal system is they put all the thing on the people making the claim. Well, they would never lie about having claim. Bullshit. Once upon a time, I think swatted down because someone got some punk band somewhere used a part of, in the opening bit with Criswell from Plan 9 from Outer Space. And I used that clip in a video, and they tried to claim it.
I will tell you this honestly, that I did at one point on a song I was writing and creating, actually had another YouTuber try to claim it was theirs on a claim.
Yeah.
And it was literally had no background music. It was lyrics, and I had written it myself and was testing out musical patterns for it. This was completely my work.
Now this
one, and they still went, yeah, we're going to just mess with that because we don't believe that.
Yeah, this one I get swatted back because these guys don't have any more right to the video than I do. Okay.
So as you can kind of tell, there's a massive place here. There's supposed to be a DLC next month, which is supposed to have a whole new set of locations and other stuff. And they're supposed to be working on getting the location that's only available on the other systems added to it as well. Or in other words, it's supposed to expand greatly over the next couple months here. Because it's not big enough, right?
Yeah.
She flies through the air.
You're the greatest of these.
Gotta strap the boobs in for that, or else it could be really painful. I mean,
oh, what could be very good news for Star Trek.
Kurtzman got hit by a truck. I mean,
well, not yet. No. In time.
That was a joke, YouTube. Pull him out.
Karma's coming for that bitch. Okay, but
I didn't say I wanted it to happen. I just said it would be good news for Star Trek. Anyway.
But let's see. What do we got here? Not that. No, but the new head of basically Paramount Plus Creative, the guy who's going to be in charge of putting out new stuff. They brought him over from Apple TV. I'm trying to find. Let's see. Actually, no, I can find it better because Rob Burnett's the one that posted it.
Here, pick a quadrant for me to work on the cabins in. I'll show you all of them in a sec. I have to start working on designing all my cabins, but I indecisive is all unholy fuck right now. So this is the map. You have 4 locations. And I will start at the bottom and work my way up, but the moon does not, unfortunately, have cabins available yet, which it should. We should have cabins on the moon, right?
A moon cabin.
That'd be nice. It's still fun to go to the moon, but it doesn't have that benefit. So it could be in the Cloud Islands, the Icy Peak, the Meadows, the volcano, the desert, in the underground, in the underwater, in the swamp, or in the main island. Where should I work on the cabins?
Cabins are best in the woods. So something.
Oh, we got really woods. We've got a swamp.
That works too.
Let's go there then. Because they're still very basic at this point. Which room was he in? The stuff for him when he gets here, that is. Backwards. That was an accident. Hey, nobody said I'm coordinated. I have tremory ticky hands. I think the setup for that one is in this room. Whee! Creepy shit. I mean, let me see my list here a sec. Yes, I have notebooks of lists of everything I'm doing. I am nothing but a dweeb, right? Okay, Mary Meadows. Those 2 books go together. Not in those books either. Ornery, are you going to just sit there and stare at me like I'm crazy? Okay, spooky swamp. Got him. Yes, because I am that obsessive with everything I earn. I have lists for every cabin I build, so I know exactly where I put every item I've earned. Is that a little obsessive?
Just a tad. Okay.
Oh well, fuck it. I mean,
all right, but okay. Apple TV exec Chris Parnell been brought over, joins Paramount Plus as the EVP. Whatever hell that means.
Okay.
Executive Vice President. Okay, original sounds like. But scroll down a bit. Everything's done at Netflix and everything. But well-liked executive, Parnell is known for his passion for everything comic book / genre / geek stuff related, which he would apply to signature Paramount IP, including Paramount Plus' Star Trek franchise, which the streamer's new leadership is looking to further expand. Okay. And like I said, Robert, he knows his Star Trek, so okay. And I put a comment on him, like, okay, first order of business. Like, I think I put that in the highlights.
Okay.
Or not.
Maybe. Wow.
But I said, first order of business, do not renew that contract. And shuffle all the Kurtzman crap and everything to the bad fanfic pin. Okay, and
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, this is definitely the one I was looking for, and I will verify it right here. Okay. Permanent residence. 1E, 1D, 1C means you are at 1F, which means that one I want to move to the other building. Okay. That one's a really basic one. I'm just going to strip the room and put everything manually over there because I'm going to have to redesign it anyways. Welcome to my net house.
Think you're gonna like it.
I like the spooky swamp. It's creepy. And I like Hothead because it's full of stuff. I did not really design these rooms yet. I threw in the basics required to get the guests and left it. So I kind of need to go back through and actually really design it. So cabin 1. And anybody who thinks this is a childish game, you should. Wow. Hi, California. Anyone who thinks this is a simplistic game should look into what's required to do for all of the meadows and floral work. Holy shit. There's a reason why Wish Me Mel has the nickname by all the fans of Wish Me Hell. She's a bitch to do all the tasks for. And the last task, once I got her leveled for friendship, was 10,000 flowers I had to grow and produce. Which took weeks of constant grinding. Wish Me Hell's a bitch. But let's see. What are his requirements? It'd help if I hit the right button. You think?
Here we are.
Cool.
Yeah, responded to his. You put this out on his own thing. Hey, friends. Okay. So I responded, and he liked it shortly after I posted. It's like, okay, first order of business, and the contract. End the contract with Secret Hideout and exile the crap that they've been churning out to the non-canon fanfic bin, except Lower Decks. That one's good. And there was one reply.
You're fine, Kelly. I'm not very together. Hoping that this doesn't end up being a very dead stream, but who knows? That's always hit or miss. I'm just here to fill in Anime's spot. And that sounds dirtier than I wanted it to.
Well, that's just the way anime would have liked it.
Or Fatal. I mean, we miss our boys.
Yes.
Okay. Kind of hoping MGTOW found a way to get over here.
California. Yeah.
So we're waiting on more people, and I'm killing time in a game building cabins. So
Otherwise, it's just another storm between the two of us.
Well,
let's see if we can rearrange things without causing a bigger disaster.
yikes, Callie, yikes.
Okay, what's that? Okay.
So
Okay. Let's reduce the number of pieces here. Just go ahead and
say what? Put the computers in your butt. That one, huh? That's fair. I'm just in this like wow state right now. Okay, so I have so much stuff I have to go through. I'm obsessive. If there's anything worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right?
Yeah.
I cannot believe I like this game as much as I do because I still don't like Hello Kitty.
Well, it's got a subversive side to it that helps.
It's also just really well made.
Yeah.
And it's not really, they call it Hello Kitty, but it's basically just a conglomeration of all the different games that this stuff made. Welcome, Batty. Anime is out dealing with his personal life he's not supposed to have tonight, so I am hosting in his place. Please do not mind me. I'm just a ditz.
See, this is why we don't have personal lives. They get in the way of YouTube.
You say that here, and I haven't hardly been able to consistently stream or do YouTube since March. So.
Yeah, why? Because of personal life. It gets in the way.
Exactly.
Personal lives are overrated. This glue is useless.
Orange juice. Drink it, slut.
Okay. Looks like I'm due for a trip to Hobby Lobby.
Okay, so I have the list written down so I can remember it for more than 5 minutes.
Find another tube somewhere.
Wow. You eat penis. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is why we can't have nice things around me. Let's strip all this off because I don't like this design at all. I do need tree critter furniture, but that's not that hard to do. Yeah, I used to love Hobby Lobby. They can fucking kiss my ass after the way they treated me for my ticks. And it's not just the local store manager, because they had multiple people telling them that their store manager harassed me for ticking in the store and chased me out, and they defended her for it. So, fuck them. See, I didn't care about all the political hatred of Hobby and stuff like that. They don't have a good history as a company, but none of the craft stores do. But they're fucked me over, and I did nothing to them. I was literally just trying to shop after I lost my dad to make me feel better.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so what I need to do is
Have we got a tube in here?
critters are in here, but I don't want it to look too cutesy. So what do I do? Yes, I have a lot of supplies here.
Such is the way of artiste types. No such thing as too many supplies.
I'm basically trying to make so many of every supply in this game that no matter... basically, if I want to make a whole shitload of rooms with these walls or this design, I can do it. I haven't gotten myself more of this wallpaper yet, though. I need to do that. So I'm thinking... What do I want? It's just... Wow. No, I don't. I want this one, actually. What's the name of this one again? Wow. Yeah, see, that's the feeling I had with the whole thing. Is it didn't make sense. And it's a long story, and trying to control my mom's temper while dealing with it was fun. Yes, that woman can be a crazier bitch than I can.
I think giving these two pieces of super glue might actually be the better option.
Actually,
I'm not going to try to use this with the regular model itself, but the
stand... Am I weird for playing this game?
No more than any other time. Oh, get in there. Okay. Where's this piece of...
Wow.
Well, that's great. Not worth the effort at this point.
I've always liked games where I can be creative and let out my artistic side in them.
Mm-hmm.
And this game, at the current size it is, has over 200 cabins I get to design. So there is that. I like that wall and floor.
Mm-hmm. I'll throw a good rug on it.
I need 3 critter furniture, 2 chairs, 2 devices.
I guess I'll just do some prep work. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
As we start working on the saucer here, I'm getting rid of some of the...
I might have a lot of stuff I've earned at this point. Just a bit. Wonder how much time I actually have logged in this game right now. Oh, just shy of 600 hours.
Huh.
Gee, I wonder why I can play so long, right?
Shannon and OCD there. Yeah.
I am using all 3 of my save slots as different names and having daily sign-ins with Lydian with all 3 of them so he can raid the stores in each one and send me the stuff from them as gifts so that I can get all the stuff that doesn't always show up in my town. And it's working really well, too. Is that pathetic? It's working. I'm getting tons of stuff.
Remember when the Star Wars role-playing game first came out? Way back, late 80s.
Nope.
And the rules were so loose. And the DM was not the brightest, bulb on the tree. So we explored.
I love going to craft stores there. Just answering Callie.
Okay.
Yo, go ahead. Keep going.
Well, it became very quickly. It wasn't the Empire and the Rebellion. It was the Empire Rebellion and us. Okay. Our little band of 6 adventurers pretty soon became major power brokers. Because they didn't bother to put any limits on certain things. I had a Millennium Falcon style freighter. Like cargo bay, what cargo bay? I just stuffed it full of shield generators. To the point where I could go toe to toe with a Star Destroyer, no problem.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah. I wasn't going to haul anything. Screw that. I want to live. One of the players, basically personal power armor type thing. And again, shields capable of stand up to actual starship combat. And this is the guy in a spacesuit.
And why am I brain?
One of these things, the DM kind of bit of a tactical error on his part. He had Mon Mothma herself trying to hire us for a gig. Well, look, the head of the rebellion is asking us, then we're setting our price, and our price is going to be like,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, basically the, roughly the GDP of a couple of planets.
Well, yeah.
So you gotta
fucking sodomize them with the cost, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah, and again, like I said, very quickly, it wasn't the Empire and the Rebellion; it was the Empire Rebellion and us. We could determine the outcome of this war. Just come on.
Okay. Wow. Fuck cool.
Of course, then one of the other of us got designated to be DM that week, so suddenly could pull up the heavy motion. Okay, they're landing, and who's coming out? Darth Vader himself. Oh fuck! And then we let out a couple of ion cannons. There goes the guy in the power armor. One shot, boom! He's now knocked into orbit.
Well, yeah, I mean,
we upset the balance of power, and then we're put in charge of balancing right back. No, we're not going to be shooting, with stump jumpers here. No.
See, when I was new to the game,
mm-hmm.
I was building the cabins for all these people. I just built the basics for each guest so they would come to the location.
Mm-hmm.
What you want these items? I just stuck them along the wall in the room. Here, come stay with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not gonna sit there and try to build a fancy room until I have the supplies to do it.
Yeah.
Now I have the supplies, so now
you're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, when I start building this, I want to get a little more close up here. But this is best I can figure. Yes, it's an actual 1966 vintage Enterprise kit.
I might have made a lot of supplies here. Just a little. Most of these are way more than it will show you in the max visibility. Mm-hmm. what's the device symbol here? Again, what symbol am I looking for?
You know, one thing, the older model, the molding's much better. The grade of the plastic is better.
There's the symbol. Interactive history of chocolate.
Ooh.
It goes in my mouth. Okay, on the corner there. Ancient inventions, or what other one do I have that would qualify? Looks like the only other one's ancient invention. Come on, guys, show up.
Otherwise, it's going to be me doing a dissertation on the history of this model kit.
I guess it's, if not many people show up, at least it's a game stream, right?
Yeah.
Wow, welcome back, Callie. Critter totem. Before I do that, let's stick a stand in the corner to put it on so it'll look nice. Okay. Wow. Hey, Bullet. Welcome to the Nut House. Where's that critter totem? I know I've got more of it in here. There it is. Ha ha ha.
I'm just sitting here in my chair, whittling on a ship.
That should be all the requirements for this character. There he is. Yep. Yeah. Okay, now he likes what again? What are his likes?
Next song, walks on the beach.
Okay, what's that symbol again? I try to find out what each character likes and give them a 3-star room. Because I think they should be fancy. They have a whole event that's called the month of Meh. With a little sleepy-eyed emoji face is the symbol for it.
And then we have all the pieces that tend to wander a bit.
Wow.
I'm just going to focus on the hull for now. I'm not going to...
Yay! I've got company.
And we'll deal with...
So want some.
Speaking of which, where's the damn gnome?
He's not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to him about 3 hours ago, and he said 3 to 4 hours he'd try to come back.
All right.
So... I did send him the link. Wow. What the freak is that stupid symbol mean? I'm sitting here pouring through the websites for what that symbol is. I thought going into this, it's just a Hello Kitty game. I'll just run around and play. It won't take that much attention.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I was fucking stupid with that.
There's one thing I can now say: I have now physically handled every example of this kit through the years.
Basically, Bullet, what's going on is that Anime has a real life today, so I'm hosting for him. But since we don't have a big crowd right now, I'm just screen sharing while I build cabins in Hello Kitty Island. And currently I'm finding out what something is so I can give him a little more of it.
Yes,
there we go.
Anime had the audacity to get a personal life.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck is wrong with him? I mean...
Well, many things, but no.
Most of them have to do with fapping. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Anime, we miss you all.
Yeah, the one time he actually scheduled it ahead of time.
I kind of nagged him into doing that with both of them a couple weeks ago. So,
well, there you go.
Okay, so Swampy Lamb plush. So basically, if the group doesn't make it today, then you get a weird gaming stream.
Me occasionally busted in when, back in 67 is when they added our lights to this thing.
I want this thing displayed next to there so I can stretch the bed a little bit further from the wall so I can put some of the collectibles along the wall next to the bed. There.
A little something in the interior here.
There should be a swampy one. Swamp music box. Okay, I do need another table of some form because I need to put a stereo into the room yet. I put a stereo in every room because the CDs you collect in this game, you can install in the stereos and they actually play the different music from different parts of the game when you enter that room. So I've been collecting all the stereos and the CDs and installing Retsuku's metal into every room. What? Me? Little old me, right? Would I do that?
In a heartbeat.
Wow. I've also caught obscene amounts of fish, so. First, put that on a table surface.
We had fish and chips last night. That was Steph's birthday. That was Steph's birthday dinner.
I missed her birthday. Tell her I said happy birthday so she won't drive me nuts and nag at me. I
think she's asleep right now.
Well, I didn't mean jump up and go right in there and go, hey, bitch.
I couldn't jump up right now if the place is on fire, so no problem there.
You say that. I've actually been through fires. You'd be surprised how quickly you can jump up even when you're gimpy.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I better watch that because don't want to lose those details.
I say that with love because I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Done that. Mm. It is in the same game style as Crossing. I have never played Animal Crossings because I don't have the actual system for it. So I know they're considered the same, but everyone I've talked to who's played both says there's a lot more levels and complexity in this one than Animal Crossing.
This one's got Retsuko.
Yeah, it's got a heavy metal panel.
Mm-hmm.
Panda. Where's my stereos? Come on, where's the stereos?
Yes. A heavy metal panda with anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bad kind. And if this sounds confusing, do a search Agretsuko. So
It's an awesome show. There, 3 stars or more. They all have to have a 3-star or more game.
Bit of a workplace comedy involving funny animals.
Hi, you. You like your room now? Get out of my way so I can put the critters in your tanks.
Oh, that's in the list.
Or do I want to dip into my massive stash of fish? Sandy Puffler. There he is. Yay, he's in the tank. Okay. And Heartling. I did not spend a good day hitting every steam cycle storm in the meadows just so I could catch an obscene number of Hearthlings. That's why I have it maxed out at amount.
Okay.
How's that, guys? What do you think?
Okay.
It's what I could do with the weird stuff this game wanted for this one. What do you think, Bob?
Thanks, homie.
All right, let's go over to the stereo. Metal Life for Office Strife. That's a good album for this one. The homie effect is going to go out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the way I screen share this, I can't share the sound while there's people on stream with me. It's actually pretty hard music when you put her CDs in them.
Where's the... Don't tell me I lost it.
Oh, that's so much better.
Another piece missing.
Oh, that's better. Wow. Now I could sit and veg in the metal. The metal tracks in this game for her are really fucking great instrumental metal. I swear I could play them in the background while working.
Damn it. Ah.
Ah, that feels good.
Oh, you don't, you son of a bitch with that. Damn it.
I mean, Bullet, we had a cool day, but that's not warm to me at all. And And I know everyone goes, well, what about humidity? It's like, I'm in Iowa. We're in the freaking belt that grows all the soy and corn. We're lucky if our humidity goes under 90% in the summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I'm missing the deflector.
You're also missing your brains. What's your point?
Ah.
We need more people.
Something become sliding on me.
It's got to be one of those weekends, because last time I filled in for anime, we ended up with a full house, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, Sarah.
Yeah.
So, how many items did I put in this room altogether?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somewhere down there is the deflector housing. And my luck, I'll probably also find the dish. So. Fuck.
I put 24 items in that room to create this effect in all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to the metal music play while I look around at my list for the next room's stuff. Mm-hmm. That's not a bad setup, is it?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Froggo. Next, Froggy. Let's fix your room up. Your rooms are just pathetic. Look at, I just stuck stuff on the floor here.
Secure these bad boys.
Okay.
Good idea. Oh, shit, yeah.
Okay. One B. Say what? Say what? Stick a penis in your butt. Wow. Vicky has such colorful ideas, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. You know, during my little ordeal last week, like many things, and going back to Billy Connolly and his tale of something similar. Getting ready for a colonoscopy.
Well, the amount of us that all got sick at the same time in multiple states was a little jarring.
Yeah.
I was like,
But if we're in closer proximity, wondering, is there something going on? No.
Are they working on telecommunicating viruses at this point?
Uh-huh.
Welcome to the freak show. Wow.
No, I proved rather conclusively. No. Honey roasted peanuts do not constitute a meal.
All I heard.
Have something else. Okay.
Enunciate, because my brain heard that as penis, not peanuts.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah. So all I heard is penis doesn't qualify as a meal.
Yes, on that point, Fatal would beg to disagree.
I'm going to bite my tongue on that one. I said, good girl.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask my husband. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure he thinks I'm very good.
Mm-hmm.
He said so many times.
I wish I was an Oscar my wiener. No, I had the jug of honey roasted peanuts sitting right there, and I just chowing on that, and eventually it's like
There's an amount of orange juice. No, that's not what I was saying. There is an amount. Nope, it's gone.
this is the best that I can figure. If at some point you're basically just got a great big old lump of peanut butter sitting in your gut that really doesn't want to move.
Okay, if I have to do another critter room, I don't want to use the same look. So let's see what I can do with this. First of all, let's get this straight. Strip it away. Wow. An Olympic event and blowjobs. That would be interesting. I mean, it takes a little bit to scroll to the bottom of my decorations list, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I
Okay,
think that's an event in certain games in Vegas, up there, well off the strip. You gotta know certain
come on. Okay, first of all, boombox. Let's make one a little more fitting for the swamp here.
Now I found out that the prep they get, because we're Steph and I are both supposed to arrange for colonoscopy at some point, because but right now
it kind of looks like a bug face with the red, black, and green like that.
Yeah. Right now it's lack of transportation that's holding things up, but we got a jug of the prep stuff, and
yes, some of the furniture stuff and the items you can very customize.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure that's the best placement for it, but all right.
It's not staying there.
Yeah, but that's like a throne. Approach me, peasant.
No, it's the crafting station, so I don't have to go to the other location to work on it. That way I don't have to travel back and forth between where I'm at and the area where it starts. I set them down, I craft my stuff for the room, and then I pick it up and put the other stuff down. It's a lazy workaround.
Whatever works. No, that's suggested. The Miralax, we have the store brand version, and polystyrene glycol. That's a bit disturbing. Okay,
they've changed it. It used to just be polyethylene, which is not better, by the way.
Yeah, polyethylene, either way, something glycol. And I noticed, and I said, well, let's just nuke it and just went for the prep. Same stuff, except lemon flavor. Oh, okay. Well, I went ahead and mixed our stuff up with some milk and down that, and see if this blows things up. Nope.
Oh, colonoscopy.
Couldn't quite get through the sludge, and my stomach didn't like that stuff staying in my thing. The hiccups got a little serious.
Look in the chat.
Any
colors of this one that I would actually want to use? That goes good with this scheme I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Sometimes you just don't want to do the same style every time.
Mm-hmm. No, the hiccups are getting the point. No, it wasn't. It was going more just hiccups wouldn't go away. It turned into a spasm thing where throat kind of almost seized up at one point, a couple points there. And suddenly I'm letting out a breath like Jack Harkness coming back to life after being blown up.
Muppet, puppet, whatever.
Yeah, man.
Stick a hand in, that can make you talk. I mean,
I wish they still. Wish I could have downloaded the bit. Talking about the prostate exam. That was a classic.
Okay. Purple doesn't really work with the color scheme I'm doing right now. Let's see what I can do with that. That works.
Mm-hmm. Like, there comes a point when the doctor is far less interested in your balls and more interested in your arsehole.
Like I said, the creative person in me likes this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does definitely give us a lot of options, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got the furniture. Got the. What other plants can I make? Wrong button. Unfortunately, when you stick them in your rooms, you don't use the same button anymore as they do when you're at the other stations. You have to remember to switch which button you hit.
That is the prep. The prep when he was doing it, they give you some serious oxidatives. Oh, there we go.
Hey, David.
G'day, how's it going?
Anime's out today. He thinks he has a life today, so I'm taking over for him. And while we talk, I'm playing this game.
He dares think he has a life? Who does he think he is?
Fat Master 2000?
No, he's probably reading the he's probably reading old TV guides and crying in the good old days when anime was uncensored live on TV.
Before the stations do anything about it. This is the cartoon, right? Oh my God, what are they doing?
Nowadays, yes.
Do you know how many times I've gone into the kids section of the library and found stuff that's either hentai or borderline hentai because they threw it in there because it was animated?
No, but I'm just saying, he probably misses the good old days as a kid where you could actually turn on the TV and see anime.
Yeah.
That you didn't have to hunt it down like it was a lost puppy.
Hello, Kermit.
Hello, everybody. Who's playing what?
I'm playing. It's Hello Kitty Island.
Oh, of course you are.
Yeah, Kermit, how's it going?
I am well. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't know if you saw or care, but Fallout Season 2 trailer just dropped.
Can I say I don't care because even though they've got some great actors, it's Season 2 and I'm expecting the story to fall off because it's Girl Boss and they've already shown that they don't respect the Fallout lore. I just...
Bob Reed.
Who is this? Who supposedly wants to change blood from white?
Don't read it aloud.
Oh dear.
Who supposedly wants to change it from blood blood to red to white.
I don't even care if that's real or not. That was
Some
brilliant.
internet troll. They just probably saw a random internet post and thought, now that's funny.
Applegate.
Yeah.
To be fair to Lucy, she does get her ass kicked a lot and hard. And she does learn her lesson from each ass kicking.
Yeah, I'm just saying they've already shown they don't want to follow the original Fallout law.
No, but you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know, but she's still the invincible
Not really.
dweller.
She almost dies several times.
Yeah, almost. That's the problem, isn't it?
Wow. I'm not touching that statement. That's too easy. Much like
Look, if she was walking in power armor, okay.
She didn't. No, she didn't. That
But
was Maximus.
I played Fallout. The only way to survive Fallout is to have power armor, not to almost die every episode. And it's okay. She'll be back to 100% health.
To be fair, she couldn't fight. She almost died in her first real fight
Yeah.
with a knife to the gut.
Well, that'll do it.
Only the alarm saved her.
Yeah. But
God damn.
it's either realistic or not. And it's getting less realistic, you know. There's supposed to be stakes and consequences in Fallout. But it's not.
There were mistakes. She did make mistakes and consequences.
Okay.
You're not getting that she did.
I said it's okay.
By the way, Eagle, that looks nice. I suppose.
It's a weird game. It's gonna look kooky.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like the direction the boys have gone in. I think it fits.
I haven't seen past season 1.
Oh, I've seen all 4 seasons. And I think I've seen the new trailer, although actually it's not really a trailer. It was snippets put together from leaks, but it still looks like a good trailer.
They also released a new Futurama trailer.
Yeah. I don't like that because the original Futurama was a perfect looped story.
See, I loved the original Futurama. I actually hated the final episode.
Yeah, because they looped in on itself.
Yeah, because they literally just said everything that happened doesn't mean anything. It's shit.
Yeah,
I didn't like that.
Yeah, everything that's happened in the past, let's reboot, let's start again. But it folds in on itself. You know, you could just leave it at that, and it folds in on itself.
That said, I don't like the fact that they did 4 really great quick release movies for Futurama. And then for some reason, about a year and a half later, when they did get the show picked back up, they quit selling the movies and promoting them as movies, and they broke them into 4 episodes each.
Yes.
And I hate the edit they did to make them into episodes. Luckily, I still have the DVDs of the movie version. But I hate that they edited it.
The movies were fun.
Yeah, Beast with Billion Bats was just basically trying to do hentai and get away with it. I mean...
But what? It was Anime's Wet Dream. Oh, yes!
The entire movie was the entire planet was getting grabbed by these tentacles for you to find out at the end of it that they were basically the alien's penis and he was trying to make love to the entire planet.
Yes.
That's the movie!
Okay.
You never watched the Futurama movies?
I didn't to a certain point now.
I'm going to need to make you watch those.
The D&D one was bad.
Bender's Game was the best one. I love Bender's Game.
Wasn't that where they made all the dark matter or whatever obsolete?
Yep.
And they tied up 100 nibblers at the end, and they were gonna drag it up a ramp.
Nibblers, yes. Nibble poo.
Niblonians.
Yeah, Nibblonians.
Whatever they're called, but I
Yeah,
found
Nibbler's
that
the one who contacts Neil. Yeah.
no, but that was funny, wasn't it?
Mm.
How they tried to get to fly again.
Yeah.
You know, a fair few people probably died when they fell out of the sky.
Well, of
Never know that.
course. They're not going to show you that, though, because that would
Mhm.
kill the moment.
You can probably get in trouble with standards
The
and
funniest one is Baby Bender.
It was.
Bender finds out he's defective, and he calls Mum to complain. Yeah, like a mistake in the maker, right?
Also, a whole bunch of people probably died in deep space.
If you think too hard about that, if you think too hard about Futurama, you realize that it's got a lot of death in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was part of what made me like it.
It's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. They don't show the death, but they obliterate a few hundred ships.
Yeah,
At the end
well,
of season 1.
it's only fair they obliterated a nation and then told everybody nothing happened, nothing
They
to
also-
see you folks.
They also killed the moon.
Yeah,
Crap,
that's
I
a
made an
bit
error.
noticeable. Yeah.
I forgot.
So they
I
kicked
needed to
off. Hold on, they kicked off Sailor Moon.
do.
They
You know the
killed.
story of-
They killed.
No, but if you know the story of Sailor Moon, the story of Sailor Moon is somebody wipes out the moon race, and they get reborn on Earth.
I just realized I forgot to make one of the things I need, so get this machine back in here for a minute.
Speaking of Star Trek, you've heard that Sundance has sent in the cost cutters, right?
I've heard the term bloodbath being thrown about.
Oh no!
Fuck 'em.
It's standard corporate thing. They're getting their redundancies and stuff.
No,
We don't need
but
six
basically-
different.
basically they walk past a couple of divisions and keep going. High stand, yeah. Settle that lawsuit. Sorry guys, last episode didn't create a shitstorm. They all laughed with you. Try harder. Put it back in the oven.
What about Roblox too? That's a shitstorm.
Yeah, I don't want to go into that one. There's too many words that would get us in trouble.
There's too many gamer words. Way too many.
Just to describe the controversy as too many words that could get Anime's channel in trouble.
I know.
To get you personally identified and in trouble.
I know.
Oh no, I would go off on a tangent with my history of what I've been through. So
I'm just saying.
I would get his poor channel banned at heartbeat if I
Yeah,
did
I
something
know.
like that.
But it would be also, YouTube would have the YouTube AI will go, this face, click. This voice, click.
And then what? And then
Fuck.
and then they have, and then there's the
Shut
Duggar family. What their oldest did was atrocious. Look him up. Look it up.
Yeah, we're
But
not
that's
going to. We're not. We're trying to avoid gamer words.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
he did was definitely gamer word.
Kermit.
Well, yeah, we're
The
trying
point was
to.
we're trying not to talk about that.
There are points where they won't just demonetize; they will yank the stream.
Yeah.
And talking about that topic can do it.
And
I've seen
YouTube,
and our lovely audience just see a black screen saying this stream suspended for violation of
video unavailable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
And
violation
then
of-
channel not available. Yeah.
No, on the Star Trek front though, they brought in Chris Parnell from Apple TV,
Yep.
who's had he's executive vice president in originals, what they call it.
Right.
And apparently, one of the things it's in the Variety write-up, where it's like one of the things he is the big fan of comic books and sci-fi and stuff and Star Trek, and he will bring that to things. So yeah, and according to Rob Burnett, he knows the Star Trek.
He said, did you read the second interview? He said he's already in talks with reviving Enterprise with Captain Archer.
Yeah, because that Star Trek United pitch with
yes. Now,
hello, gnome face.
Yeah. I don't know what he meant, and you probably do. He wants to undo what they call the unmitigated disaster of the ending, because I think they want, now personally I think that means they want to round off what's his name story and unkill him off.
These Are the Voyages is toast. Okay.
Would you guys say hi to the gnome at least?
I know.
Keep talking.
Hi, Liz.
Thanks, loudmouths.
Hey, Captain.
I think that also means that yes, Trip Tucker will be alive and well. When
That's
they bring
it,
it back.
Trip Tucker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, Trip did not blow himself up. That was a badly written holodeck program. Riker needs to check his sources better. That thing was crap. Okay.
Yeah, they're probably going to say, "Oh, that was corrupted. That was corrupted data." Trip pulled a fast one on everybody,
or just it never happened. One of the, it's like either. You know.
Yeah, Directive 13 was covering up. Yeah,
I mean, there was. They did a bit of an out because Deanna made a comment in the episode. That, is this written right? Is this correct? It's like,
yeah, basically they want Trip, they want Archer.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I think they also want the Doc, but
they'll get whoever they can. I think
they'll get they can't get everybody, and they don't want everybody. Yeah.
Didn't they already do Archer?
Well, they'll be continuing on.
Well, basically, what they're doing is saying, nope, they didn't die. That was a military tactic to confuse the Klingons.
Wait, everybody, hold up a sec.
I think they'll just ignore it.
Wait, I said hold up a second. I didn't say fucking interrupt me, Bob.
All right.
As I was starting to say, I think Kermit actually had a valid phrase there. They're definitely doing Star Trek.
Yes.
Anally.
Yeah, they've done it rather badly.
Yes.
Oh, you do that, Lydian.
Very little lube and no warning. Okay, yeah.
Basically, they want to take
away.
They want to take the Kurtzman stuff and shove it in the box marked alternative universe. Do not open.
That's being nice.
Yeah. I know how I have two things. Section 31 saved them or Q saved them?
No, that's alternative stories that they're pitching around.
In the context,
they re-release it with episodes removed completely, and just release a new season.
But they're basically going to lob off These Are the Voyages. No, the proper finale was the episode before that. Okay.
Yeah.
Where Trip and Paul almost had a daughter, type thing,
Yeah, because there is talk that right now the words chainsaw and ow my body is being echoing through the halls of Paramount right now.
No, when Parnell himself then passed on the announcement, the article in Variety with a write-up.
Yeah,
and I tweeted directly at him, okay, first order of business, do not extend that contract, don't offer him a new one, and throw out all the crap they're doing into the non-canon fanfic bin. Except for Lower Decks, that one's good, and he liked the comment. So,
yeah,
I've read an interesting fan fiction.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Star Trek, so I don't think you'll care.
But I think the rumor
things, Gnome, speak the fuck up.
Yeah, I got a Star Trek rumor that they're going to finish off. They're going to finish off Janeway's story. They're going to finish off.
That's one of the pictures out there. Yeah.
But they finished Janeway's story in the books, didn't they?
Books don't count.
I'm talking about movie. Books don't count.
Books don't
Star
count.
Trek canon is only going to. what they're doing is they're going to edit Star Trek to create a canon that has continuity, and anything that doesn't fit that continuity goes in the alternative universe. Do not open.
Here's the thing that he has to remember, and this is as somebody who did get annoyed with what they did with the modern shows and throwing out a lot of the old plot lines. Both with Star Trek and Star Wars, the books are not a good continuity between each other because they're all written by multiple authors who were fans who wanted to write stories based on it.
Especially the Star Trek.
Star Wars and Star Trek, they're really not consistent between
Star Trek's hard.
Star Wars are closer because they did have to run them through Lucasfilm.
Let me finish my fucking point, and then you can argue yours.
Yes.
Okay.
As I was getting at, so there isn't a full continuity. There isn't a full canon to either. Yes, technically, Star Wars has more, chunks that fit together, and they try to tie it a little more to the general rules of the universe. Then the Star Trek novels are just mostly fanfic versions of episodes. And this is as somebody who literally, if you take all the Star Wars, Star Trek, Star Trek novels, comics, short stories, behind the scenes and stuff downstairs, there's about 2,000 of them I have in my basement.
There's some story, like the Star Trek official 139 novels. A lot of them are expansions of episodes, but there's also a lot of repeats in there. And there's even books that occurred at the same time. Like, Kirk's over here, and then Kirk's over here at the same time.
There's like 3 or 4 different versions of what that final mission was. Half a dozen different names for the Romulan commander.
They cloned Kirk several dozen times to send him on the same mission.
Okay, guys, I have a question here.
The Phoenix sequels. Oh my God.
Do you guys want to try to do a game tonight or not? Because I cannot do a long stream tonight because I'm still getting over being sick and other stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll just skip the game this time.
That's what I was saying, because I told Anime it's not likely this is going to be a very long stream. So if you want to just talk for an hour or two more, then that would be fine. That's what I was letting you know.
You could dig up
now, is the new Trek officially cancelled, or is it just on hold until they decide what to do? Because it's been cast.
To be actually with the Star Wars books, they kind of they kind of have I shouldn't say story, they have a lot of the same characters that they
but they're not that consistent was the point. Again, you're talking to somebody who has literally read them all, and some of them many times. So I'm not saying this lightheartedly, and I'm not saying this is a slam on EU. I'm saying it's not consistent. It's not as inconsistent and stupid as the shit Disney did, but there's definitely inconsistencies because it's different writers.
Yeah. There was a little bit of an effort on Lucasfilm's part when George is still there to try and keep things more or less in line there and follow a certain path. They had an overall arc for the history of the Star Wars galaxy and say, okay, you want to do this here, this is what, otherwise the books are, but the Star Trek ones, there was no guidance. That's one of the reasons why Roddenberry hated the books. He had no input, no control. They were just like, these goddamn books. That's what they
Actually, I'd say the Star Trek books are still more consistent than the Highlander books were.
Well, yeah.
I actually have those too, so.
There was some series, though, that they had no choice, like Babylon 5. They had no choice but to finish it with books, and that got them there. And that was
by the way, if you guys can kind of tell, I'm more of a book nerd than a video.
Applegate.
Yes.
I was gonna I forgot what I was gonna say. Thank you very much. Sorry, everyone.
Okay, I got my letter here that I sent to Paramount about a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh dear God, do we all want to listen to Bob ramble for a few minutes?
Why not?
It
kills the time.
It'll kill time. Yeah.
Go ahead, Bob.
All right. I'm not going to we're going to keep the game up. I'm not going to bother sharing it, but okay. And I sent this straight to David Ellison, President CEO. He can forward it. Yeah. Chris, here. This is your department. Okay. So David Ellison, President CEO, Paramount Studios, 5555 Melrose Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90038. Write your own letter. Dear David, I am writing to you regarding the current state of the Star Trek franchise and what needs to be done to fix the current problems and return it to the status of Paramount's crown jewel. To let you know where I'm coming from, I am literally a lifelong fan. Of nearly 60 years, I have been assisting B. Joe Trimble in a final update to the Star Trek Concordance over the past decade or so, and have been maintaining a pop culture themed YouTube channel for over 20 years. As such, I am well versed on both the in-universe lore of the franchise as well as the production history and the changing moods of the fans through the years. I also have some experience in broadcasting and production, so I have some considerations for the cost and demands of production. It is with that background in mind that I make the following recommendations. The current contract with Secret Hideout cannot be renewed. Their mismanagement of the Star Trek franchise borders on criminal negligence, has driven away the most loyal fan base in Hollywood history, and is, I think, a leading reason why Paramount was put in the weakened position for you to acquire it in the first place. Alex Kurtzman, in particular, has become the single most hated figure in the entire history of Star Trek. Letting his contract expire will elevate you to folk hero status, while at the same token, renewing his contract, even a short limited extension, would only result in more of the fan base abandoning the property forever. In that light, it would also be best for Paramount and Star Trek as a franchise to officially distance itself from the vast majority of Secret Hideout product. There are a few exceptions, mainly those that Kurtzman did not have any real creative input, and generally put them in the same category as the JJ films, Star Trek adjacent but not real Star Trek. The few exceptions would be Lower Decks, the third season of Picard, and if possible, most of Prodigy, up until the point where Kurtzman made them reference the synth uprising in Picard. I believe that moment was Prodigy's equivalent of the 8th season of Game of Thrones. The show jumped the shark and the fans started leaving. With regard to the shows allegedly being pitched, I offer the following thoughts. Star Trek Year 1. This is Kiva Goldsman's idea about, doing the first year of Kirk and the Enterprise. Absolutely not. Akiva Goldsman has demonstrated he has even less understanding of the underpinnings of Star Trek than Kurtzman, and needs to be shown the other side of that gate as soon as possible. The point needs to be made loud and clear. You cannot rewrite canon. You either adhere to it, idiosyncrasies and anachronisms and all, or your production is non-canon. Star Trek United. This is the Bakula one. This has great potential, not the least of which because it would be headed by two individuals who know how the sausage is made, Mike Sussman and Scott Bakula. And with their prior experience with Enterprise, this is probably the one prequel idea that has some chance of not messing things up in the timeline further.
What is it supposed to do?
It's basically a Star Trek version.
It's about the uniting of the United Federation.
Enterprise still stuck as a show. I'll die on that hill.
All right. It's basically Star Trek West Wing. It's more of a, it's not going to be, there'll be some ship action. Yeah.
I just had to put my little 2 cents in. Go ahead, continue.
All right. Okay. A Tawny Newsome sitcom idea.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Certainly worth the pilot. Tawny's also a longtime fan, has production experience, a good relationship with the fans. Everything needed to produce a winner. Test screenings at conventions should prove very enlightening. It's going to be...
It'll be like Lower Decks and provide a nice... side story.
I mean, she admitted it's going to be a self-insert type thing. So yeah, I think Mariner will show up. Okay,
but it doesn't matter. It's a nice side story.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, and it's not going to be in the middle where it's going to change things. It's going to be off in a resort.
That's it. Somewhere. It's going to be in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, she knows to stay out of the way. Since I know Mike McMahon is waiting in the wings, Star Trek Lower Decks. This one deserves a renewal in some form. Given the nature of the show, it'd probably be the fastest one to get back in production.
Yeah.
Star Trek Legacy. Long overdue, particularly given the fan response to its 10-hour pilot, Season 3 of Picard, as well as the ratings, the awards. This should have been obvious, obvious to anybody, with the notable exception of Alex Kurtzman. Yeah. Jerry Ryan made it abundantly clear.
Kurtzman is too busy licking walls to understand shit.
Okay,
but they want to wrap up Cisco. They want to also do Cisco.
Well, good luck on that. Okay, Jerry Ryan has made it abundantly clear she comes back for a legacy or she doesn't come back. There are various Star Trek veterans, both in front of and behind the camera, and who have no connection to Secret Hideout, who can be coaxed back into returning. So it doesn't have to all hinge on Terry Metalis' availability. With regard to the motion picture part of the franchise, things get a bit murky. Star Trek is a creature of television, and it's there that it's always had its greatest successes. While I understand the reasons why the motion pictures began, and it can be certainly argued that it was necessary at the time, it can certainly be argued that in the long run, theatrical films may have been a tactical error, and the actual viability of that end franchise may finally be at an end. The necessities of feature films work against the dramatic needs of an ongoing series, not just Star Trek, but any series. A movie has to show us the most important event in the characters' lives. Otherwise, why are we paying good money to watch it? But an ongoing series can't really do that unless the producers get stuck in an ever-escalating series of bigger and bigger spectacles, i.e. more and more expensive, less profitable, and increasingly exhausting for the audience. Much like the J.J. Abrams movies have found themselves. It would probably be best overall to let the feature film part of the franchise just lay dormant, if not shut it down completely. Barring that, the motion pictures certainly need to rethink. Motion pictures should be an event, and Star Trek films are no different. Quentin Tarantino's proposal comes to mind, something of more of a singular nature, and not one more chapter in an increasingly chaotic storyline that we're charging admission to. The main mindset should be that a Star Trek feature is a bonus, not a main aspect. This was workable when the movies were the only new content being created, but the writing was on the wall when the original cast films were running at the same time the Next Generation was in first run. Times have changed, so it's time to get off the treadmill. I don't think it's an exaggeration to state that the Star Trek franchise is in such a weakened state that the survival of the whole thing hinges on what you decide to do next regarding what it does, creating on what it does next. I trust you will give careful thought to whatever decision you make, and hopefully I've given you something to help in that decision.
Well, apparently, according to...
Good job, Bob.
I liked it.
According to Comic Basics, Sundance is in talk with J.J. Abrams for 2 movies. Star Trek animated series is in development, and Strange New Worlds has season 4 confirmed.
The only thing I want to see J.J. Abrams doing is sucking a dick.
Well, they've got, it's 4 and 5 is only 6 episodes.
I'm pretty sure if you have someone in Hollywood, they have a tape for that.
No.
There is some experience with that.
They were going to pull the plug at 4, but
that's totally weird.
I remembered what I wanted to say. That apparently they canceled the High Republic stuff, or are going to soon.
Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it.
No.
Yeah.
They
went over like a lead balloon.
Yeah, they did a test screening of an animated short, and people were walking out soon after they introduced The Rock. Come on. Rock is The Rock? How on the nose, right?
It looks like a rock. What?
I might have watched anything with The Rock in just for comedic value.
Yes, but the problem is they were basically going for West Wing of Star Wars, and that's not Star Wars.
Again, we're not talking. We're not talking Dwayne The Rock. We're talking a rock. Just a giant rock.
Yeah, we're not talking about Dwayne Johnson here. We're talking about a block of graphite, basically.
Applegate.
Yeah.
What was The Rock gonna be? Was this Rock gonna be president?
This Rock was I forget,
was
it a ship's captain or some
navigator? Yeah, navigator. I think it was.
Yeah. Basically, the center of the ship is a rock.
I know what it was, but in this West Wing type show, was it going to be a chancellor or president or whatever?
It was going to be a rock.
It was basically okay. You have the High Republic, and they basically are the Jedi Council and the High Republic seem to be interchangeable, and they use this ship to get around. And the Rock is the navigator on the ship. And it's like their advisor. Okay, so you're going to have a bunch of different people talking to a rock.
The only thing that was high about it was the writers.
That would be funny.
Out of your fucking mind?
That would be funny to watch, actually.
Yeah, but people were walking out.
The reaction was, hysterical. Are you serious?
Yeah. It wasn't funny, ha. It was like, we're laughing at you,
you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, we're laughing at you, bro.
Yeah, we're not laughing with you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a high concept. It's fucking bullshit. You people are...
Yes, it was definitely high.
Oh, yeah.
Bullshit.
It's like a
The
rock.
horse
Hey,
ate
Lydia
your
would know
stash.
about that, right?
The horse ate your stash, then you smoked it.
Yeah.
Lydia, you know all about that, right?
What about what?
Smoking your stash?
No, the horse eating your stash, then smoking it.
It's more like a cheek. Hey, man? What is this dog shit, man? What? No, my dog. The dog ate
No,
my
I'm
stash.
hearing
I
Ray
just
Stevens'
bag
old
it all
Nippy
done.
Class
Get
reunion.
it back.
Yes, that's a
You
good
see that
one. I
grassy
forgot Up in
meadow?
Smoke.
Mhm.
What happened to the grassy meadow? We smoked it. Wow, how'd we do that, man? You know, typical, Lydian day. I mean,
Here's a really shlomo.
Right.
We need a good song thing going here.
There was a leak, not last week, but last month, about the state of Star Wars.
Hmm.
Now, apparently, the reason why Kathleen Kennedy can't be fired is because
You
she
believe that
hosted.
bullshit?
Hold on.
Bill?
Hold on.
Kathleen Kennedy, in her term, has brought in to Disney $11 billion in toy revenue. That, in their last profit call, for the first time, Lucasfilm has made a loss.
I guarantee you,
And now
just
that's why
trying to
they're
avoid
panicking.
being close to that woman has upped toy sales for men, too.
Yes. But
Take it,
for
take it, and make it gain,
Lucasfilm has made losses before, but under Kathleen Kennedy, this is the first time they've had a loss, and Bob Iger is panicking because if the losses continue, it wipes out their entire reserves.
One of the reasons they bought it was because of the
One sec,
merchandising.
guys.
They killed the
Yeah.
merchandising.
Do you want to say something about my comments, Lydia, since you keep making extreme gestures at them?
No, the extreme gestures is the communication.
Well, here's
Is
another
the
one for
intended.
you. Shove it.
Yeah.
Well,
Because Star Wars Outlaws, yes, enemy not, yeah, Outlaws. Outlaws killed the brand. It killed the toy sales, killed whatever momentum they had left.
A lot of
That Mark Hamill.
I was at Walmart. It's like the High Republic. It's on the clearance rack. Okay.
But
Yeah.
killing your
Wookiee
mate.
Jedi.
One sec, guys. I have to respond to chat here sometimes. You guys have to learn to be quiet a few times.
Yeah.
I just sent you the friend request to the other one. Check your Discord again. The one you just told me about, I sent you a friend request.
And Anime sent you the something.
No, that's me. I'm hosting.
Oh, that's you. Oh, you're under him. Okay. Yeah.
So if I say anything to the chat, it comes out as him.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Why do you come from?
You've known this for years. I've co-hosted your channel for years. I've said things under your name to fuck with you before. Remember?
Yeah, but when you said Outlaw, that reminded me about Outlaws was the thing that was the first negative momentum Star Wars had under Kathleen Kennedy. But in the past, she could blame JJ for not having a sequel ready. She could blame
women are more than sex objects. That's why I got my career by giving blowjobs and dancing on a table in a movie. I mean,
she was the terrible thing. That's kind of her job to make sure that everything's lined up. What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
She was. And now, if you remember when
everyone say hi to MGTOW.
Hi,
hello. Hello. If I've got an echo, let me know.
Yeah. When Kathleen Kennedy inserted herself into Temple of Doom, Steven Spielberg handed her off to George Lucas. That's how great a producer she was, And Spielberg was asked, so how good a producer is Kathleen Kennedy really? She makes good coffee.
I don't think they even got that much.
Yeah.
Boy.
She made coffee and she interrupted a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't really really good coffee.
Wasn't one of her things that she wanted to something to do with Indy or someone getting the dog?
She wanted to be in the movies. She
No,
wanted to be
there
Indiana Jones's sidekick.
Well, she was one of the dancers in Temple of Doom, and
Apple.
Willie's number.
I know that she wanted and was in the movie, but what I heard somewhere that she suggested that Indy or someone get the dog at the end.
Well, no, it wasn't that said that. It was like she would pipe. She was supposed to take notes, and all right, she didn't take very good notes. But she would, just interrupt the thing and say, "How about if he won the dog instead of getting the girls?" It's like,
That's what I was thinking about.
yeah, it's like, and then when you sort of look at it, it's like, yeah, shut up. Okay. Oh, there's been producer and all these things. It doesn't take much to be named a producer on a film.
I have said before, and I'll say again, that I have a problem with the attitudes where guys pull the, oh, just do this woman thing. But she is prime example of a woman that even I would look at and go, oh, stick a dick in it, would you?
The problem is, and I forget the name of it, but basically, the more confident somebody is, the dumber they are. And she's a prime example of that.
Generally speaking, there are a few exceptions to the rule, but generally speaking, yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying she's an example of the rule.
Well,
I'm agreeing.
Like if she was, calling out for locations, she's backing up either a George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, or both. George Lucas want to shoot a movie down here, and we wanted this location. Oh yeah, sure, we'll do. They're responding to their names, not hers.
Why did they never boot her if she didn't do what she was supposed to do?
Because she was a Californian DEI hire after affirmative action.
Guys, let me answer this really simply here.
Yes.
Kermit, look at the screen here. Why did she not get booted when she sucks at her job?
She sucks at her job.
Yeah. Did the spoke with her hips.
Listen, more nuance. She's married to Frank Marshall. And again, she's a producer of some of the biggest movies in Hollywood history.
Yeah.
But that's only because she brought Frank's money to the table.
Exactly. But it's like once she's suddenly on her own, and she doesn't have George and Mike and Steven backing her up. Guess what? Suddenly it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Remember, they gave an award to Spielberg last year. He thanked everybody but Kathy and Frank. And they walked out. They were standing in the wings expecting to be first on. They weren't invited on. And they came on, waved, and left.
That was hilarious video.
That's why I quit liking anything Star Wars after Lucas sold it.
That was hilarious, though.
I think George would agree.
George agreed. George was the first on. George was the first person Spielberg thanked.
I remember that interview with Charlie Rose that he said they realized he kind of sold his kids to white slavers.
But Applegate.
Yeah, but he made that comparison about Disney being that before he sold it too, so I don't really have much empathy for him.
Yeah.
He had a relationship with Bob Iger because he worked with him when they're doing the Young Indiana
That doesn't make it better. How do you have a relationship?
No, it makes it worse.
Fecal matter.
It makes Iger a backstabbing bastard. Okay,
It doesn't make Lucas look better either, though, because how do you
not so much
have a friendship with that kind of fecal matter?
Yeah.
Wasn't that funny? The award last year that she got gypped. I saw the video.
Well, I don't watch Grammys or Oscars because it's all fake. They give it to whoever they want.
Yeah, especially it's become obvious the past few years.
It's a waste of my time. It's an insult to my intelligence.
I've always known that the best bands are never known to the public.
Yeah.
And that's nothing to say that I hate any bands because they become popular. I do nothing but respect for people who earn it and work hard and actually are good people, regardless of whether they're big or little. But the most creative bands, the most distinct bands, the ones with the most intense sounds are not the bands that become really huge and get credit for the genres. It's the bands that they took ideas from that were around before them that never get big.
Yep.
Remember the first year the Grammys gave out a heavy metal Grammy?
It was fun.
It went to Jethro Tull for Crest of a Knave album.
It was amusing
Cole has
when
never been a metal band, and Ian Anderson up there's. I don't know why we're getting this. We're not metal.
it was amusing. It was amusing
Totally
back
screwed with
in,
Metallica.
it was amusing to watch the slap that went that on that Oscar stage.
That was pretty much that was the end of Will Smith's career. He's not doing shit since then. Everything, especially when more of the video comes. Hey, you were laughing at that joke too, asshole.
I saw.
Hey, you insulted my woman. It's like, you were laughing too, fuckhead. Shut up.
I saw the full video or not the full video.
At least as much before they cut away because the Jade is not laughing. He's like, oh shit.
Why didn't she go up there and hit him then?
Well, because she's hey, you're gonna defend me? Oh shit, I better get there.
All scripted, brother.
I don't think
I don't know what's scripted, but it was obvious. Oh shit, I gotta go slap him.
Well, I say that because if it would have been organic, they would have had security rushing up there to grab him and get him out.
They had security.
I think they were just kind of caught off guard. Because this is not.
Possible.
It's not something you expected out of either Will Smith.
From what
has been said from all the people who worked with him, even when he was everybody's sweetheart and he was Fresh Prince and stuff, he was a flaming asshole.
Oh yeah.
And he fucked them all over and ripped them off.
Yeah.
Also, what I've heard. Also, what I've heard is that security didn't stop him because they thought it was part of the bit or something. You don't know what part of bit.
Like Chris Rock. Chris has trouble. So Chris Rock has trouble picking up on social cues anyway.
I mean, it's possible.
Hey, what the? Whoa!
One sec, guys. One sec. Now, I've never been a fan of Chris Rock, but do I think he deserves to be slapped for making a joke at a bald bitch who's literally said horrific shit publicly about her own family? No. That bitch belongs in jail, and I can't believe how well they've managed to scrub that from the internet. She fucking admitted to teaching her kids how to do sexual things by showing them.
Oh, God.
On her show she used to have. And then when she became publicly called out for it, it got scrubbed from the internet hard, and that episode disappeared.
And if you got a problem with, alopecia, whatever, one thing, it's like you don't go around with a shaved head.
Also, by the way, why do you guys think that I've gone off air several times and come on with a bandanas at part of the time? PCOS makes my hair fall out in clumps at times.
I'll be honest, I've never noticed.
Bob's seen it a couple times when it was spinning.
I didn't go in. I was like, okay, fashion statement. I might do that myself because my hair's getting my way.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit thin, but I haven't had anything bad happen.
For the hormone issue and for the nutrients I lose. I do biotin in my hair daily and other shit, and I still go through periods where it falls out in clumps because of my hormone issues. You know what? That's what I fucking have it. It's not a disability. It's nothing compared to the other shit I go through. She's a fucking whiny, self-righteous bitch who needs to choke on a dick.
Well, I'm sorry for
only got Will because Tupac got killed, and it's got Will on the rebound.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Sorry, I got interrupted earlier with a call. Somebody was calling my name. I think it was you, Kermit. I'm sorry, I had a call coming.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry for what you went through, Eagle.
Yeah.
It's just hair. It's not that important.
It happens.
That's the thing. I'm tribal. My hair is part of my culture. I'm still not gonna sit here and cry because my hair falls out at times.
Yeah, but Jaden making out that she's the most victimized victim because her hair fall out is like, wow.
Yeah. But again, if it's that much, then wear a fucking wig. You don't walk around with a bald head. Call the face. You got a bald head.
Don't use it as an excuse
for you get all pissed off.
Yeah, and then don't use it as an excuse for cheating on your husband.
That too.
He's a piece of shit.
I mean,
You know,
it's a fucking show. Hey, GI thing too. Looking forward to it. It's not a fun
As
show.
much as he pisses me off, and I don't think he's that good of a person from the things that have come out about him, he is also absolutely a battered spouse. You can see it.
Yeah.
She is an abusive piece of shit in multiple ways, from physical to sexual to cheating to other stuff. She is absolutely dog vomit. She is an example of everything women should strive to never be.
That's kind of why he got. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Not that I have an opinion on the woman, mind you.
I imagine she was laughing at some of his jokes too.
She wasn't laughing much. I don't think her sense of humor is particularly developed.
I mean, they all do it. I mean, at those shows, they all make fun of everyone and everything.
Well, yeah, it's standard shit.
People forget
the way the Oscars
Will
go.
Smith in Independence Day was not a good actor because he was Will Smith in Independence Day. He was in Independence Day and did good under direction of the director. In other movies where he has less direction and less basic
Guys, I just came up with an idea to add a card to our deck. Bob, check private chat.
Oh boy.
oh yeah. People, yeah, but I'm just saying the lines in Independence Day are not Will Smith's, okay?
Oh.
Salty much?
Let me get that up here.
What'd you say, Lydian?
Salty much?
No, I can get much worse.
Okay.
That might be
Go on.
a little much.
Okay.
Hey,
But that's
admit
you.
it, Bob. That's a good card.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Give you more danker.
And that a bit to include a full name, just so you know.
You write one danker than Lydian.
Later.
Chicken jet, chicken jet.
There we go.
Why are you looking at me?
Because it's fun.
There we go.
I just finished King of the Hill.
Yeah.
It's a okay show.
I like the first episode where some social worker comes at it, and start trying to do something with Bobby to get him out there. Finally, the guy gets called out, and it's like,
Okay, I gotta pick a
where are you
CD
from?
for this room.
From Los Angeles, certainly got fired rather quickly.
Actually, I don't.
Flying Denton, Texas.
He never checked. They brought him back a few times, or at least his voice. They brought him back a few times.
There was one video came across, basically there's something doing the Fortnite video, but a bunch of guys doing the voices of the characters, and mainly the Hank.
Did you see the new
Peter
stuff?
Griffith and the Bob from Bob's Burgers and Cleveland, and they're all doing the voices and they're doing other characters. It's hilarious.
Did you see the new stuff?
I haven't seen. I haven't watched TV in forever. I'm on this computer.
Do you remember Dale?
Oh yeah.
In the new season, apparently he ran and won mayor. And he was only mayor for like 34 hours or 34 minutes.
I can see that.
Hey, what up? What up?
Yeah, if you're talking about Dale, the reason that his original voice actor was in like the first 2 or 3 episodes because he was still alive when they were recording the dialogue. Then he passed away.
Yeah, well, I can see why Dale would not last long in elected office.
No, he resigned himself. He won in an anti-masking campaign.
Anyway,
that was hilarious though. He won You won, and then
Anyway,
behind.
I said we realize, Boomhauer. There are people that actually talk like that down there. Okay, that's not much of an exaggeration.
Hey, I can vouch for that.
Yep.
yeah.
Topic stop. Rosetta's getting bored.
No, she's got a kitty.
And there's a kitty.
Kitty.
It was hilarious. One story I think it was related to some story that happened years before. I think it's back when Hank and them were still in high school, and they had to get the story from Boomhauer.
Do you want me to offer?
That was a list. That's a training. Listen, okay, listen carefully. Boomer's how to tell the story, so try and pick it out.
The cop.
Yep. Well,
It was pretty good.
Hi there, girl. You want attention? Yeah.
it's kind of fun because hey, Boomer's not that dumb after all. He just
Hey, you want attention? Bob, I'm not kidding. You want me to fucking off myself on stream? I'd rather do that than listen to shit about King of the Hill.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I hate that show, and my dad wouldn't stop trying to make me watch it with him.
All right.
What show was that?
King of the Hill. I hated it with a fucking passion, and Dad wouldn't stop trying to make me watch it with him for like 6 weeks.
What?
Which annoyed me even more. Hey,
I like.
you, kitty. Let me have my time to work on the computer.
I like that episode where in Boomhauer's head.
Well, you're changing the subject. I already threatened to off myself if I have to keep talking about it.
Oh damn!
Sorry
for
for your-
show. I hate it.
Sorry that we're triggering you, Eagle.
I'm just being saucy too. Yes, Ornery, I know the world revolves around you, little missy. I don't feel like being played with.
Giggity.
I already did that today, kitty. Sorry. I mean,
Oh man!
I'm sorry. I'm in a mood.
Yeah, you are.
What? You noticed? Congratulations. Your brain works. This much. Around all the scarring.
Go fuck yourself.
I love you, brother.
Ow!
One of these days you're going to visit me again, and you're probably going to walk up and smack me upside the head for all the shit I say to you.
I haven't thought about that, but it is a good thought now.
Don't aim for the head. There's too much damage up here you could make worse. Just hit me on the back or something.
Can I play New Newton's Cradle?
I bet she'd
You know
like
you
it.
love me, brother. We decided we're siblings. I mean, the way we act with each other fits anyways.
My phone has the white line of death on the screen.
Oh.
Good for you.
It just came out of warranty.
I hear an alarm from someone. I thought I did.
I think you're just going nuts.
That is always a possibility.
Never underestimate.
So, gnome face. What you doing tonight, bitch? I mean,
Sorry, what was that?
I said, what you doing tonight, you bitch?
I'm here. Why you being so bratty today?
Today?
Compared to normal, what?
You think
Yes.
this is something different today?
No, it's just it seems to be a bit more aggressive at this moment in time.
Again, compared to when?
It's not more aggressive at this moment in time. I'm just actually getting more of a word out before other people are talking over me.
I see. So then you use, based on that logic, you're using most of your breakfast to antagonize me.
Is he not getting this?
Does that not surprise you?
How long have you known me, Gnome?
Bit of a memory lapse. Have you met Rosetta? No.
He
Yes.
spent time with me in person, for fuck's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did I tick insulting things at you or hit you?
Supposed to be raining.
Ticky likes hitting
There's-
Gnome, apparently.
There's no notice. He has no answer to that, Eagle.
He doesn't want to answer that.
He's been
Look,
caught.
the
Yes.
first thing that happened, we got to the airport to pick him up. We drove into the loading area. I got out of the car to help load him into the vehicle. And the first thing that happened before I could get a word out to him was kicking, "Wow, you're tiny."
That is so you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
Hey,
fuck cool.
That is so you.
Well, it's sticky.
And that is what happened. And yeah. Why are you acting so crazy, Ornery?
Because of the name.
Gotta live up to a name there. Yeah.
Called wait, what?
Are you insane?
I think we all are a little bit or a lot.
We're all slightly mad, yeah.
And by the way, the
Come here, girl.
the
Let me see
private
why you're
chat
acting this way.
was for you, Bob.
Come here, girl.
Looking that over.
Yep,
Oh,
I have come to the
poor
conclusion
Ornery.
that
Here.
every human
You
being in the
guys
world
know how
is.
crazy this cat is. Look at her.
Hmm. Right at the camera.
Like-
My human.
How did she deal with your husband? Is she as friendly?
She's pretty friendly to him anymore. She wasn't the first few years we had her. She basically only wanted me those years.
hey, human, I need food.
What about the other? What about the other cat?
They love him. They all love him now.
It takes a while for them to like someone not their person, can't it?
Yeah,
Depends
even
on
the
how
person
hungry.
they pick, it takes a while for them to truly adapt to you. Ornery, this girl, I was 3 or 4 days old when I met her. Her eyes weren't even open yet, and she latched onto me and wouldn't let go of me and started crying when we left. And then was an unholy terror to my brother's entire household for 2.5 months, so we came back to pick her up. She's like, my human left me. And the moment I walked into his place to pick her up and bring her home, when she was old enough and weaned, I walked in the door. She jerked her head up from where she was sitting on the other side of the house, climbing curtains, sniffs the air, backflips, runs over and jumps on me and wouldn't let go. Like, wait, I know that smell. Holy shit.
It takes a while for the cats to get your routine and idiosyncrasies down.
That's
For
because
the
cats'
person.
personalities are basically autistic.
No, but right? It takes a while for them to get your routine and idiosyncrasies down.
Yeah, she took to me instantly, but other than that, I mean, okay, I know a lot of people have these times that it takes a while to really learn to flow with each other. The only cat I've really had that struggle with was Panther, and not because he didn't take to me instantly or cling to me, but because he'd been so heavily traumatized that he literally couldn't even walk correctly. He was so
What did they do to
scared.
him?
He'd been abused so much. We don't know all the details. He was rescued. We do know he'd been abused enough that he literally couldn't walk correctly and army crawled crying anytime he tried to walk when we first got him.
It's been young kids that did it. Some of it.
Probably not, considering his breed. It most likely was breeders or actually somebody targeting him for being a black cat.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that.
So Panther was a very, very broken little scared cat when we first got him. But still, I went into the cat room where they have them at the shelter there, and he was hiding in this little dipped hole out in the big towers because the other cats would basically push him around. He was a few months old and he was tiny and runty and very skittish and shy. And I started to walk by that tower, and I heard this little meow, this pathetic little meow, which he still has, doesn't he, Lydian?
That just sounds so pathetic at times, and I mean that in the most adorable way.
And so I turned and looked at this tower, and he looks at me, meows. So I put my hand towards him so he can smell it. He sniffed my hand, rolled over on his back with his stomach up, grabbed my hand and started rubbing on it. So then the shelter basically pushed for me to take him, obviously. So we go.
It's your problem now.
So we get him, but I wanted to see something. I had a feeling I need to go in the other room, and that's how we got Baby Girl. She'd been basically abandoned, and she'd been just skipped over because most people don't want long hairs because long hairs are hard to clean after and maintain. So
It's not because she's a diva?
No, she just wasn't getting picked by anybody, and she was very lonely. And so she mushes all over us, and we put her down, and we decide we can handle two extra cats. We'll just get them both because they both really need somebody, and they're not getting picked because of their issues. So we go out to fill out the paperwork and adopt them. And as soon as we walked out of the cat studio room where they had Baby Girl in, she walks over to the middle of the room, facing the glass wall towards where they do the paperwork, lays down in the middle of the room with her face like this on her paws, and starts watching us crying.
She knows how to be dramatic.
And she sat there crying like that the entire time we were filling out all the paperwork and getting out of there. And in the time we were filling out the paperwork so we could leave, the cat that they had that was not as good at interacting with the other ones, so they would let him wander around the hallways instead, literally kept trying to climb into the cat carrier and go with us.
Oh, no!
Get me away from these crazy people.
That sounds like a Disney movie.
Well,
By the way, animals like me. I don't know why animals really like me.
the rabbits at my place like me. I've only been nipped at once. I never broke the skin.
I've had this interaction style like this with animals my whole life. I don't know. It's like even when I'm at my mom's place, I'll be outside and we'll have like wild animals walking up and being affectionate to me on her porch.
You're like Snow White.
Pale as fuck. Animals like to cling to me and has an evil streak. Yep, that works. I mean,
how does Snow White have an evil streak?
Oh, you need to read the original story.
In the Family Guy or Simpsons ones, they actually kill that witch.
In every other version, they kill everything.
Snow White.
Where can I get an original
Snowy
copy?
White and Rosy Red. Will you beat your lover dead?
Oh dear.
You did know there's two versions of the Snow White story, right? The other version of Snow White, she has a sister named Rose Red.
Oh dear.
Rose Red was one of my nicknames as a kid.
Oh dear. So she beats her lover to death?
The poem was intoned, okay. They met while they were doing stuff in the woods, a prince who was enchanted as a bear. And they were so not scared of even a bear that they decided to make him a friend and a pet to them and would roughhouse with him so much they would actually start hurting him and punching him.
That's not weird at all.
So that was his intonation to the girls to try to get them to stop being so violent. That sounds good, hon.
Did it? That's not disturbing at all. Where would I find the original Brothers Grimm or whatever stories that they're in?
Gutenberg Project.
Hmm.
Where would I find it?
Gutenberg Project, if you're looking for a digital version. Gutenberg Project has basically all the public domain stories, such as those.
Does this surprise you that this is on my shelf next to my seat?
No, bookworm. Hey, George, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's say hello.
Sorry, I missed saying hi. I'm trying to maintain everything on my own right now. This is one of my books that I love, and who bought this book for me?
I wonder who. It must have been someone that really cares about you.
And somebody I tease and torture mercilessly, but still loves me anyways because he's crazy.
Was that English?
Yes, you're just so brain damaged you mistook the words for something else.
The last bit was maybe.
You see the book, Bob?
This is
Hardbound, gold lace, complete, unedited Brothers Grimm. I got this book in Columbus, Ohio. Somebody really short bought it for me.
Will I stay up for a week if I read it?
I don't know. I read the whole thing in 4 hours.
No, I mean, because I'll be too scared to go to sleep.
I don't know. It never bothered me, but my mom always told me not to share the stories with her. Hey, look, there's a story here called The Gnome.
What? Yeah, it's about the red cap. The red cap now.
The Gnome.
Yeah, it's about the red cap now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Grimm version.
Is there only one version of the
There isn't a story that the Grimm brothers wrote that has only one version, because everything they wrote was their adaptations of folklore and fairy tales that already existed.
So with gnomes.
How did they find? So
Sorry?
did they wander the land to look for tales?
Yes.
Most of them came from their region, their area, or stories they heard about from other people.
They're not unusual. I mean, most of the Shakespeare stuff was pre-existing tales.
Cinderella was translated. The original story of Cinderella was actually traced to a Russian folktale, and it underwent many translations.
Do you think
and what Disney used was a Italian translation that was done actually before the publication in Danish.
So Chekhov wasn't lying when he said the Russian epic Cinderella.
Yes.
Is it Cinderella, the original fairy tale, is based off of real things?
Some fairy tales are believed to be events. Yes, but there's a few scholarly debates about it, but there's no real history book you can point to and say, yeah, that's the one.
Or like some part of it happened, and then over retelling, someone made it better for whatever.
It's a story sometimes. It's just,
Some of them are just stories people made up at the time to basically pass the time because they had nothing else to do.
Not everything's a legend. Some of it's just a story.
Yeah, but Cinderella is just a story. Okay, it just popularized because It was a rag to riches. It was probably one of the oldest rag to riches story to survive the Dark Ages. You know.
I wonder if Rome had, or the Roman era had stories like that.
They had a lot of stories, but not many survived. It is known that there's a few Roman epics about tales of heroism. You know, according to the Romans, Roman heroes single-handedly defeated the barbarians. You know that?
Were they based off of real people and events? Probably.
If you want fairy tales that might have been based on real events, you're looking more at Greek history and how their folklore is interwoven.
Remember, most tales are just variations on the theme. Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah,
I love that story.
And ignore everything you hear outside.
And by the way,
basically, the gods are watching over you, little one, while you sleep, or we'll knock you out.
Yeah. By the way, Steph just got the more family-friendly version of that one.
I still say one of my favorite things ever is the audio reading of "Go the Fuck to Sleep" by Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
He said he had to do it. He literally did it for free because he wanted to read that story, because he said that's how I feel as a father some nights. And he said he actually played it for his kids.
That's even more hilarious.
I love the audio version he reads. It's fucking great. How many times have I listened to that over the years? No?
A lot. You go see that. It sounds maniac, like a maniac.
So is Cinderella the oldest story that we know of that survived?
No.
Oh, good lord.
No.
No.
What's the oldest one that survived?
One of the oldest ones is probably Gilgamesh. Written.
It's a toss-up, but I think most scholars do generally agree that Gilgamesh is the oldest surviving story. Although there is a claim that that there's an older one from India, but I think because the scrolls have been rewritten, there's no original to point to. They can't date it.
That's fair.
So you guys know what I'm talking about with "Go the Fuck to Sleep." I'm going to tell you a couple of the stanza points in it without worrying about them being in order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep. All the kids from daycare are in dreamland. The froggy has made his last leap. Hell no, you can't go to the bathroom. You know where you can go? The fuck to sleep. The cubs and lions are snoring, wrapped in a big snuggly heap. How is it you can do all this other great shit, but you can't lie the fuck down and sleep?
Eagle, did he write this book?
Mm-hmm. No,
he also read it.
Somebody else.
It seems like he would.
Stereotypical Samuel L. Jackson thing with
the flowers
he just saw it
low in the meadows and high on the mountains so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty ass parent. Stop fucking with me, please, and sleep. I love this book.
Mm-hmm.
The room is all I can remember. The furniture crappy and cheap. You win, you escape, you run down the hall as I nod the fuck off and sleep.
That's not grim at all. That sounds like an inner city apartment.
I love Go the Fuck to Sleep. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It really
Right?
is.
Doesn't it sound like an inner city apartment?
No, that just sounds like every parent who's tried to get their kid to sleep for hours and passes out on the kid's bed.
The cheap furniture.
No, that's kids rooms. Kids'
Fair
furniture, most of it's made like shit.
A lot of it's hand-me-down stuff. And this was good furniture, but now it's crap. You get it now.
Which, to be fair, if you're only putting the kid in the room when that furniture for like 2 years where you have to upgrade to something else, would you want really expensive heirloom furniture?
Well,
So it's like I kind of get it, but I love that story so much. Go the fuck to sleep is beautiful.
That's actually hilarious in a way.
well, you know.
Here's one for you out of the Brothers Grimm here. My mother, she killed me. My father, he ate me. My sister, little Martin, gathered together all my bones, tied them into a silken handkerchief, laid them beneath the juniper tree. Kawit, kawit, what a beautiful bird am I.
That's...
Hmm.
I don't think I want to read that book now. Even though it's 99 cents on the Kindle.
By the way, the original stories are not delicate. I wonder if I can still remember this. I wonder if I can still remember all the stanza points of The Spider and the Fly. I used to be able to intone the whole thing from memory. I love The Spider and the Fly.
I'd rather you didn't. But if
You're not in charge.
I'm just saying.
That's like wearing a red flag in front of her. You know she's going to read it now.
I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying I'd rather you didn't.
Whoa.
I say you couldn't or shouldn't.
Do you know what Spider and the Fly is about? It's a metaphor poem.
Suicide?
No, and don't say that word.
Oh, fudgicles.
The Spider and the Fly was actually written as a warning to children to beware of predators.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Eagle.
Well,
Yeah.
don't make a big deal. You just draw attention to it.
I did.
Okay, sometimes the Papa Roach does slip out.
Look, I don't. Did I not? I didn't say you not to do it or anything. I said I'd rather you didn't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But
The Spider and the Fly is not the easiest one to recite because of certain parts of it. Because it has a lot of points that are really similar, which some poems do. Ones that I've had memorized that I've done blindfolded readings of for Halloween before include The Raven, Spider and the Fly, and Gods of the Copybook Headings, along with a few others.
what about those books, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, or whatever?
No, those things are lame.
Some of them scared me.
This stuff doesn't scare me. I just find it fascinating and fun.
I'm not. But you and I are totally different, though.
Oh yes, we are. I'm saying so. I look at what stories I like when it comes to scary in a different way. Just sheer horror is not what I'm after. I'm after things that have fantasy, folklore, history, psychology, and stuff really deeply interwoven. Horror itself, just the jump scare and the fright factor, does nothing for me without the other. So I look for more thriller-esque and human psychology built into things.
So do you like stuff like Saw?
That's torture porn.
Basically,
Yeah.
that's basically what it is. And while it has some human elements, it's built mostly on just trying to scare people and jump scares and
What
stuff
about
like that.
Final Destination?
Oh, but
Final Destination is stupid as fuck.
I apologize then if I'm.
You don't have to apologize. You're stating your feelings. I'm stating mine.
look,
We don't have to
I
apologize
think
for that.
It's not like you
I
made
think-
the movie.
the first Saw is clever, but after that, it's definitely just. I don't think so much jump scare, but more of grossing people out. You know,
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not into gore and gore. I'm into stuff where it's actually psychological. I'm into more of the historical way of fright, more of the Hitchcock-like era of horror where you don't see. It's more about you imagining what you do and stuff like that. To me, that's far scarier than any special effects they can do.
Do you like some of the foreign horror stuff?
Not really. I'm really not a horror fan overall. That's the funny thing, because I'm such a gothic girl who writes twisted shit, but I'm not really a fan of it.
This coming Saturday, Weird Al Yankovic is playing the Forum in L.A.
Good for him.
No pressure. My comparison, I saw Jimmy Page at the Forum, okay? That's the kind of act you usually have to the Forum, not Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, I swear. Sometimes I think my existence ruffles a lot of feathers. I think I poke and prod society in ways that makes people have to think about things they don't want to think about. And I kind of enjoy doing it sometimes.
You tell how you like to troll.
You do that with me sometimes, Eagle.
Lydian, do you think I would troll somebody?
Yes, 100%.
Given the provocation.
Might I remind you that you became my friend because you were trolling people that I was streaming with?
Yeah, 100%. Your point?
You're a troll.
Exactly.
Turned gnome. Boo.
I'm on Lydian's side for this.
There's no side here. This is just fact. We're both trolls. No, there's no side here.
All right. But
Lydian is a troll turned gnome. Isn't that correct, Boo?
No. Refuse to acknowledge that.
Do I have to show the globe you made me?
No.
What, you mean the little zenned out gnome that looks like you that's lying on a mushroom looking stone?
That's something.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. I could show it.
I know you would show it.
You're just making me want to show it more. You know that, right?
Oh.
Not making it.
That's something.
A gnome made this. And it's a gnome.
I forgot about it.
There he is as a little stone gnome on the snow globe.
That looks like a Pokeball.
It's a snow globe. What the hell?
No, it's a mushroom.
Yes.
Looks like a Pokeball.
But
we're gonna have to talk later.
Spring a leak?
Quick! Wind back. Don't let Nintendo hear you say that. Bunch of hypercity.
Yeah, I've heard of it about this latest Strange New Worlds episode. Pretty much blow everything at once.
Check your Discord.
okay.
I will deal with that later.
Pretty much confirmed, not the same ship.
Rumor has it the WNBA is going on strike. Also, in financial news, rumor has it WNBA might finally make a profit. How is it that they get 100? How is it that Angel gets $100 million in sponsorships? I mean, it's ludicrous.
I say they can all the idiots that are going to strike. It'll be cheaper
Probably.
in the long run.
That's what everybody's saying. Let them strike.
Yeah. See if anybody knows us.
They did it before.
Well,
And
they
they
don't.
lost their jobs, which is hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, pay us what you owe us.
you owe us $40 million.
Yeah, you owe us, bitch. WNBA
Right.
has been running the red ever since it started. Okay, we have yet to turn a profit. Fuck you.
And how is people feeling
at all?
And all these people feeling sorry for Angel. I'm sorry, but she has massive sponsorship deals, and she won't even pay the court fees on her own games. I mean, you know.
That was hilarious, and it hit one of the dildos hit one of the. Oops, sorry, word.
No, dildo even said.
No, I'm going to draw the line there. That was not okay doing that to them.
Yeah, they.
But it was good.
I don't care if
off.
you dislike. No, I don't care if you dislike them or you think they're all this other shit. Throwing sex toys at somebody is not okay. That is sexual harassment and assault.
Yeah, if you're
No,
funny,
you hit by
you could be funny.
Oh,
You could be funny and clever as long as you do not throw it on the court or throw it at the player. Just put it on. Put it on.
sorry for talking about it.
You kind of wonder what they did with them afterwards. Though.
I wouldn't
Take 'em-
trust to
take
use
'em
anything
home.
somebody had done like that. But I'm serious because you know I can't stand them either. But that one, the fact that all these people were laughing about that, it's like that's not
Yeah,
okay.
don't throw it at them.
Ego.
Yes.
Don't
It's
throw
not,
it at
it's not
them.
even really okay to just be harassing people with them.
Some of the players laughed it off.
Some
That-
did.
that-
Some.
Some did, some didn't, but it's still not okay.
No.
Whether or not I've laughed off shit that's been done to me doesn't mean what was done was okay.
No. These
You
are
know?
pretty good sized things. You get hit with one of those, you're gonna,
They
Yeah,
took
see,
them
that's
all.
the thing you don't
gonna
know.
ruin your day,
Most
you know?
sex toys
Bob.
are made very hard with silicone. Those things can actually cause damage.
Bob.
Mm,
They took them home. They took some of the stuff home.
I think security would have been clean. I'm like, it'll probably
Not a chance in
They
hell.
were collected it.
There's no way any of those are worth enough money to be worth risking what somebody might have done to it.
Somebody.
I'm thinking that if
They were
found
collected by security, handed to police, and fingerprinted, and they arrested the guy. All 10 objects that were thrown on the court came from one person.
Yeah, and
I'm
see,
thinking that
look.
you can't be, because it's not one of a higher end. Because if you're going to buy it just to throw it to the court, you're not going to spend the.
Yeah, these
God
were
knows how
cheap.
much. Yeah, these are the.
You know,
I don't
these
care if
were-
it's a multiple $100 expensive one. It's not worth
No,
the
I'm
risk
just
of what
saying.
somebody could have done to
No.
it, you know?
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
talking.
But they fingerprinted him, and they got the guy.
Yeah.
If you
So
want,
They did it 10
That's what
times.
my point I was getting at, guys. Let me finish
Mhm.
here. Like I said, we can make all the jokes we want here. We
Mhm.
can make all the comments we want
Yeah.
about not liking them and stuff. We can boo them at the games or other shit, but you can't throw things at people. It's one
No.
thing when people do like routines and stuff and you throw gifts onto the court or the stage and you're not throwing them at the person.
Mhm.
It's another thing to physically throw things at people, especially you should not be having sex toys out in game areas where children are around.
apparently one of them, at least one occasion, one of them missed.
Well, the question is who's taking kids to an WNBA game anyway. But,
It doesn't matter.
No,
It's still
the
a
potential is there,
family
yeah.
place. It's still a place where kids can be. You don't do that shit.
You know,
This
you
is
know
where
what
I'm
he should've done?
hardcore. You don't do shit that could be sexual where kids
Yeah,
could be.
hold on.
these weren't particularly small dildos either.
Yeah, no. What he should have done is done a video clip of her saying, "Pay us what you're worth," and then have the thing creep up on the side and say, "Here
Or
you
even
go."
sat there and gone, "This is what you're worth," and jacked it on screen or something. You know,
Yes,
something
A
where you're
viral
making
video
the
would have
comment
been
off
more
to
impact-
yourself.
Mhm.
You know.
yeah. A viral video would have been more impactful of "Pay us what you're worth" and "Here's what you're worth." Would have.
Well, there's been a few vignettes. Pay what I'm what. Here's what you owe us.
Yeah, that's right. And yeah, somebody created a viral moment, and he lost the momentum because of it. because he decided to be confrontational for attention rather than
Here's an
clever.
idea. How about stop beating the shit out of Caitlin Clark every time she shows up for a game? Huh?
Well, she quit.
Well, she finally,
She's joined the European League and's getting paid more money.
and not getting their shit kicked out of every game.
Yeah, they deliberately targeted her. For that.
Yeah, that was.
Reese should have been. A lot of internet lawyers, I should say, have said Reese should have been charged with assault. She should have sued.
I imagine charges. Someone's mulling over a lawsuit somewhere.
No, the league is standing behind Reese, and that's why she left. I'm sick of
Tina Carano won her shit.
I'm sick of that overprotected cow. She has no right to assault. She elbows people on court and gets away with it because of her skin color.
Tina Carano stuff.
There's a comment somebody made on one of the pages I follow. They posted a simple statement. It says, "Don't be afraid to share writing, no matter how stupid it seems. Remember, there are 6 Sharknado movies."
And one of them's in space.
You don't need to add to it. That statement was great just as it was.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, just on its own. Yeah.
Although they did what they
Well,
did.
no one's striving for the great American, screenplay on the Sharknado. It's schlock. They know it's schlock.
Although they did Friday the 13th in space as well.
Oh, my book got a new review.
Good for you.
Thanks. Which means someone. It's a verified purchase.
Oh, okay.
Somebody gets the point of my books.
By the way, you reminded me. Public PSA to everyone out there on both sides. Stop giving positive or negative reviews for things you haven't read or bought just because you like or dislike the fucking author or creator or person selling it.
Yeah, I've had a few review bombs on my first book.
I've seen review bombs. I've seen people, I like you. I'm going to go. None of them have read it. You read the comments and they're even saying they haven't read it, but I like this author. It's like, no. Fucking read it and buy it or don't fucking review it. Review bombing is dishonest and it's actually screwing with people's money, whether it's positive or negative.
And a company whose name I won't mention had a hissy fit over a review I did of the reboot of Hellboy.
There's an author I've actually started interacting with and talking with a lot.
Yeah.
Erin, who literally got review bombed and harassed on every single platform for her books because she called out the obsessive dog people who think their dogs are entitled to go everywhere.
Oh. They're almost dog people and cat people. That's a whole level of
actually.
Do not touch that with a barge pole. Yeah.
Actually, and this isn't because I have cats. Cat people are far less psychotically obsessive and entitled with their pets than dog people are.
I probably believe you, but I just say.
And you don't have cat people going all over public stores trying to stick their smelly dogs in carts and going, "It's a service animal." No, it's fucking not. It's a mutt.
But I know somebody who has a cat as a service animal, you know.
There are a few that actually are service animals. And the other thing I'm getting really sick of is people misrepresenting what emotional support animals are. They do not give you license to take them anywhere. The only thing it is you have certain medical or mental conditions where having a pet actually improves your quality of life and your bodily function. So you get a license as emotional support animal from a therapist so you can have it in your housing if the housing you're trying to get is not considered hypoallergenic for medical issues. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with taking them anywhere. It's literally just for housing, and that doesn't apply to hypoallergenic housing for people with immunity issues.
It's complex.
They're not service animals, and they're not entitled to go anywhere. Ashley Judd.
Why are you signaling
Not
her
calling
out.
out anybody, actually.
Because
Chad.
she
Just
was
calling
into
out.
it multiple times for dragging her dog into public places, saying it was an emotional support animal, and putting it on pillows and basically refusing seats to other people.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need my dog. And there's literally pictures you can find of her where she's in stadiums full of people with a little fucking yapping lapdog on a pillow on her lap. It's a service animal. No, it's an emotional support animal, and it doesn't fucking belong there. And you didn't need an emotional support animal because you own your fucking house.
She just wants attention.
She's a fucking
Yes.
actress.
I hate entitled bitches.
So
And this dog culture right now is literally, most of these dog owners will flat out say, if you're allergic to dogs or you can't be around dogs, you should just die at home and not go in public. They'll literally say it. So I have literally no patience with them anymore. This dog culture needs to go fuck off and rot. Look, I absolutely care about animals. I absolutely care about rescuing them. Give them good homes. Take care of them. Also, stop fucking taking these little tiny dogs in public places with you because they don't like it either. It traumatizes them. They don't like crowds and bright lights. Small dog breeds are extremely skittish. You're traumatizing the dog as well, which is really horrific. And I'm not saying you as in you guys. I'm saying as a general.
Yeah.
You're talking about the crazy dog people, not the legitimate dog lovers who take good care of their animals. Oh my God, PTA.
Yes. By the same token, these signs coming up usually over in Britain. I'm not talking to you. God. They're saying about, oh, this is a Muslim. Please keep your dogs. That way, I'm going to get more dogs just because of that, jackass. I'll use this sign now to pick up the dog
That's
shit.
not the only one.
Yeah.
Long lines of people walking their dogs through Muslim areas aren't the only ones. It's not the only protest.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that people are putting fridges out. They're putting their old fridges out and putting St. George crosses on them, so the council will take them away for free.
Yeah. Or putting St. George in potholes so they can actually fix them.
See, I don't support the whole trying to ban dogs from neighborhoods because you're offending our religion either. But show them a little respect. It's like the whole issue I had with that fucking neighbor and that fucking. Okay, there's a story here that Bob's heard before because he was around when all this happened to me, and he's heard the footage of me blowing my top at this neighbor on video.
It's for the ages, yeah.
It starts with we just got home from me staying at mom's place for a year helping her for me to have a break to come home. I'm in the rental car waiting for my husband to move the cars so we can bring the stuff in because our car's in the garage. As he's got the garage open and he's going in and out of the house, the neighbor's fucking dog comes running over and tries to go in my garage and into my house. This neighbor then proceeds to throw a tantrum when I told him to leash his dog and keep it off my property and comes onto my property trying to threaten me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew my top at him. This fucking cop that was called comes out here. Yes, there's a video clip of me swearing the guy out. The guy is standing on my property with his dog loose, threatening me while this is happening in this video clip, and she's still trying to blame me for it.
Woo, I just got my confirmation email. Yay, I'll have a new phone
After that moment, she's going, well, it's you instigated because you swore at him. It's like, first of all, it doesn't fucking matter if I fucking swear. Because if I fucking swear or not, I'm on my fucking property, and he has no right to threaten me or harass me for telling him to keep his dog off my fucking property. And yes, I did say it that way to her, she was back up. Secondly, I have brain scars. I can't filter what I'm saying. I have tics. And halfway through this statement, she goes up, well, you're speaking fine now.
Oh.
Bitch, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. She ended up leaving because I was very nasty to her after that.
Yeah, I hate people who do that and say, "Oh, but you're normal now." Yeah, because my
It's
stress
like you
levels...
do realize people with.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you have brain damage that causes you to not be able to filter what you're saying and thinking,
It
that
doesn't
does
mean
not
it's
change your
100%.
speech pattern.
Yeah.
That just means things that come into your head come out without you being able to stop it. That does not change your
Yeah.
actual style of speech. So you're not going to notice that in someone unless you know that about them, first of all. Second of all, those who have like Tourette's and tics and stuff, we're not doing it 24/7.
That's my point.
And she said this, and I'm like, I looked at her and said, "You're useless. Get the fuck off my property." And she just looked at me like, mouth open. It's like, no, he's threatening me on my property because his dog was on my property and I'm allergic to it. And you're sitting here trying to tell me I don't have my own medical conditions. You're useless. Get the fuck off my property.
Yeah.
And she...
It's actually... Yeah. I don't know about the law there, but I know here you can be charged with assault if you expose somebody to their allergen.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that, and you know it.
Well, just call us if the dog's on your property. I'm allergic to dogs.
Yeah.
And he let his dog get in my garage. There's fucking leash laws for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of those bitches needs to be leashed. And I don't care if it's him or his dog.
Did you... Whatever happened to the dog?
I still have had a few other run-ins with that thing running around the neighborhood. I call it in every time. Every fucking time.
Did they send someone out?
This is the other thing, is when this issue happened, usually I just report it to the shelters now. Send the dog catchers after it. This is the thing, is this all happened when I first got back here from dealing with the thing with my mom and helping her. It was fucking horrible. Because my mom has a neighbor who is insane, psycho. And when I say this, this is a guy who literally went through charges in his youth for killing his friend.
Great.
This is her neighbor.
Charming.
Okay?
That's just
this guy
have out in the community.
My dad shot his dog because he wouldn't keep it off the property for 6 years and it kept trying to attack us. And it tried to attack Mom while she was gardening in the yard. This guy in front of the police threatened my parents. 6 years of this dog trying to attack me, my mom, my nieces. And this dog did, in between Dad shooting it mercifully in the leg intentionally because he didn't want to just kill it, because Dad had a heart. Between Dad doing that and the court date to deal with Dad doing that, this dog got busted again for attacking a child and biting it.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
The day Dad's obituary was in the newspaper, this guy started threatening me and Mom again and showing up with his dog loose.
Oh, man.
We called him in, and we made sure that he heard us with the authorities, making sure to make sure he knows that Dad was the nice one. He's dealing with the bitches now. Thank you, Greg, and welcome. So it's like, so yeah, we were very blunt about it. And that's the thing, is the time I snapped was because that dog tried to charge my niece.
I told you, Mom,
I had an instant reaction because when I am sensitive to dogs, when I have a history of having been mauled by a pit bull before, and I see a pit bull charging my niece, by the time it got close to my niece, I was between her and the dog with a freaking hoe in my hand, ready to take its head off.
Mm-hmm.
Has the idiot neighbor done anything?
He's
with
still
the
there.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been like 6 years of trauma back and forth dealing with this psychopathic asshole. And then I come into, and the police instantly go to, oh yeah, it's no big deal, your neighbor did this. It's like, it's a very big deal my neighbor did this. Because I was already feeling traumatized dealing with this asshole for 6 years trying to protect my parents. I come home and instantly start dealing with the same behavior and somebody threatening me because he wants to let his dog run loose on my property. I lost it.
Yeah.
You know, because it was a real rehash of what I've been dealing with for years. And so, yeah, I'm useless.
Have the
people.
dogs been put down since?
The one has, the other one still around. And so, yeah, so this is a long battle. And my dad, big, mushy towards animal native guy, hated having to do that. He absolutely hated it. It broke his heart that he actually had to do that to stop it. And so I looked at that too, because he had to go through that battle in his last year, fighting legal charges, fighting the system because of that, and being basically told that he was some horrible animal hater because he kept a pit bull from killing his disabled wife. And so this was traumatic to me when this guy did this. And I was already feeling extremely set off and traumatized before the fucking cop decided to go, oh yeah, you're talking fine now. So
Yeah, you know what?
I do know who the cop is. I do have her badge number, and I may have sent a letter to the police department addressed to her with my diagnosis for Tourette's and telling her she's still fucking useless.
You should have sent it to someone above her.
Oh, I did. Anyway,
Probably advised. Okay, any more calls to this address? You're not going out. We're sending somebody else because you should. You go out there, she's going to shoot your ass, okay? And we're not going to back you up. You'll get a flag for your coffin. That's it.
And
this is where
shoot a cop.
Yeah, don't say that. I'm not going to shoot. I just won't deal with her. But yeah, basically, I was like, you're still fucking useless. And I sent the diagnosis papers. She never responded.
Of course.
I wonder what she was thinking of that.
Did the state ever, or anyone else you sent it to, ever respond?
They don't usually respond to you, even if they do punish the person. Unless there's serious charges, they don't usually tell you. But
I think I'd better say something that cops shouldn't be shot.
Yeah. So that was the thing with it. Was literally me sitting there going, this is the battle constantly that I see all the time. I see it online. Part of why I had to get diagnosed. I'm sick and tired of people going, well, you're fine now, so you don't have this.
Just because I'm fine now doesn't mean I don't have it.
Exactly. The thing is that most people don't realize is that most disabilities, unless you're like completely in a wheelchair, have an extreme sliding scale. And on a good day, we can really function well and look normal. And on a bad day, Lydia, and how bad of a day did I have with my tics after dealing with the show and everything when we were together?
Pretty bad, I think.
You together, eh?
Don't be weird.
Don't get.
I'm sorry. I'm being an idiot and being weird.
Yes. So it's like
it gets bad sometimes.
I had to get diagnosed because I was tired, of suppressing and hiding it from even the people around me. And I was tired of all the judgment and people saying that you're faking and stuff. It's like, even with documentation, they still say it. It's like, what the hell do people want? If I tick heavily, oh, you're faking ticks for attention. If I don't tick, where's your Tourette's? Shove it up your ass, then you can find it.
Have any of the idiots been doing anything interesting with you?
Getting blocked?
Yeah.
The number of times I have had comments that vary anywhere from people telling me openly that they whack off to me, to saying that my tics turn them on, to saying I'm faking it and other shit. is insane.
The first two is weird and nasty.
Yeah.
And exhausting. All of that.
So yeah, it's like people are weird. People are creepy.
Yeah, behavior note, guys. That's generally not considered a turn on. Okay, when you say that.
You're
unless you're actually talking to a porn star, that's the whole point. Don't.
You're supposed to keep all that stuff to yourself.
Here's the thing. Nobody can control what you whack it to. Nobody can tell you what you can think about in your private moment. But we don't need to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. There is people who basically say, well, my kink is, what's it called? Public exhibitionism.
I got so excited about your video about gothic poetry. I whacked out there. Isn't that a compliment? No, it's sick. Okay, no.
Here is my fine line on things. Generally speaking, you guys know I'm very open to fetishes and kinks as a culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've seen your
no kink shaming.
Shut up.
We've seen your
my line on kink shaming is if your kink involves violating the rights of others, and that includes exhibitionism, voyeurism, and anything that's non-consensual. And non-consensual includes obvious things of they're not old enough to consent, or they have certain mental deficiencies that make them unable to consent, all that stuff.
Yeah.
If it's not legally consensual and you're violating the rights and privacy of others, then you're a disgusting piece of shit. Otherwise, you do you, boo. You probably do, and with a lot of toys I don't want to know about. Anyway, enjoy your fleshlights. Anyway.
No. I'm just saying.
If it's non-consensual with someone who's not, that's not a kink. That's a felony. Okay.
Yes, I'm just saying. When it comes to the First Amendment, there are people who have very weird interpretations of it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it, Captain? Isn't it mostly a felony? Depending on what it is. If you only do it, if you act on it, I mean.
If you act on it, it's definitely a felony. If you're saying that's what turns you on, then it's like it's only a matter of time before you act on it, and somebody better check your fucking hard drive.
It depends on what it is, though. To be fair,
if it's involving kids or involving someone who's like they don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah. It's just so sad that people think that freedom gives them the right to be evil.
I'm sure, David, that you see enough of my rants when I'm on different social medias that you don't agree with a lot of my stances.
No, but I've never called you out as a basically. I don't mind half the time what you say, even if I don't agree with it, because you're reasonable.
I'm reasonable. I'm intellectual on it, and whether or not we agree or not, it comes from personal experience. The thing is, people aren't going to agree on every topic because our personal experiences paint biases for us. Our viewpoints of things socially, politically, and racially, culturally are going to be affected by our experiences and what we've been through, good and bad. Our traumas, our highs are going to affect our viewpoints. Correct. This is why I don't hate people generally for having viewpoints I disagree with. I want to educate them to see my side as well, not because I think either of us is right or wrong, but because we need to understand each other in order to grow as a society.
Yes. This is my white line of death. Look at it.
It's horrible.
According to the... Yeah.
The monitor over doing that.
I know you guys don't agree with a lot of the shit I post, especially when I go off on people on threads.
I don't think I've called you out except once when I said you went to... I hardly ever reply. So a couple of times I've reposted you, but I think only once I said, "Hey, did you go too far on this guy?" And I think you said, "Not far enough." He was being racist, yes. Yeah, he was being racist, though. You're right. He was a racist.
I just don't like bigots. I really, really don't. And
No.
I will sit there and tell people that we, as a society, do take it too far sometimes with bigots, because most of them are products of their upbringing. A lot of them can be reached if you try to be rational with them and stuff. But when they will not stop harassing me and trying to tell me I'm white constantly, I do turn into a flaming bitch from hell.
But I try not to stand up for you because you can do it perfectly well on your own.
I have so many people who actually watch my arguments with different people on every social media. And they just don't say anything. They don't like it because they don't want to get sucked into the middle of the fight, and some people will seek out anyone who liked it or stuff. But they'll message me going, sometimes I just like to watch you rip into people. Even when I don't agree, it's entertaining. It's like, look, why did you join in? It's like, because I don't need to. You've got it.
I just don't like the people who use their skin color as a crutch for every social ill that befalls them, because there's plenty of people out there who've had meteorites land on their house and had nothing to do with their skin color.
True. However, I also getting annoyed with the other side acting like none of these bigotries exist anymore. That's all gone and it doesn't exist in America and stuff. It's like, that's not true either.
That's not true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've been through a lot because of being Native. I've also been through a lot because of being albino and not being Native enough to some people in the community.
Yeah.
Does that mean that it's everything that I am, or that everything I am has been affected by race? No. And that's where I think a lot of people lose it, is they go through some of these bigotries. They go through some of these racist things. They deal with a few insane bigots, and they let it latch into them.
Yeah.
And then that's all they see in everything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that those initial experiences are not extremely valid, but I keep trying to explain to people, you are the problem if you let yourself become a bigot, if you let yourself become closed-minded, or if you start seeing everything through the lens of race. And I get attacked a lot by my fellow minorities for that position.
Yeah.
But I'm standing on it because I'm sick and tired of seeing bigotry. And the one I was getting into today was calling out these people trying to claim that black people own braids and everybody else doing it is stealing their culture.
Yet,
let me introduce you to the Vikings, you stupid bitch.
Yeah,
well, actually, the oldest documented forms of braids that are known to man come from Austria and Mediterranean belts.
Yeah, and one of the guys claiming it, I looked up their tribe and their claim, and there's what's his name? The guy Stanley. The guy explored Africa, did all those photos. Not one of those people from the tribe has braids. There's lots of photos. I called him out on it, saying, "Look, where's the photo? Where's your tribe? Doesn't have, here's your tribe with their national hair. You know, big afros. No, bro, braids are not natural for a start. Cornrows."
How many of these
cornrows was a hairstyle imposed on slaves, not created by.
It was originally, it was both, actually. There is actually truth in both parts of that. The basic cornrow design was created by a combination, but they did start altering them to help run the Underground Railroad and signal people and stuff like that, too, for a while. So it was something that was imposed on them, but the way it became more artistic and more detailed and smaller rows and stuff was something that they came up with. And that I have never gone against that, saying that the small cornrows are something that is a black hairstyle. But A, that does not mean other people can't wear it. I'm sick and tired of this acting like people could own every symbol and everything. But B, that doesn't mean you created braids or own braids. Natives have been wearing braids in the U.S. tens of thousands of years before any of you fuckers came here. Doesn't mean we took it from you. Doesn't mean you took it from us. You know?
Yeah.
So to be fair, we probably did.
Now, basically, if you look at history, they don't know for sure who started it first. They have some symbols of braids being all over the world. This is they have symbols of it being all over the world between 20 to 30,000 years in almost every culture.
Yeah.
And they don't know for sure. They have, like I said, the oldest proven ones are Austrian Mediterranean belt. But they don't know for sure because there's so many cultures that have adapted it for so long, and recorded history is so not there in a lot of these things.
But I'm just saying, this so-called scholar...
Nobody invented it. Every culture came up with doing it because they were trying to get their hair out of their fucking face so they could survive.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, this so-called African scholar that I called out has been called out many times for basically claiming that Africans invented everything, and he's like Joy Reid's favorite, oh yes, the great mother populated the planet, with Africans.
And how many of these people have tried to tell me that blacks are the real Native Americans and we all just lost our race and mixed with whites and stuff?
Oh, all these people trying to claim the early Britons were black at the... Huh?
Oh, you guys haven't heard the last one though, have
Black
you?
Vikings? It's like, you people.
No, the last one is this trend that started with this group of black supremacists on TikTok where they're literally trying to claim that Atlanta is built on top of Atlantis and they're the original gods of Atlantis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the craziest thing if that was true.
It's up there, though.
I was like, you weren't supposed to take the last Atlanta episode of Futurama fucking seriously.
The level of historical ignorance is staggering.
Yes, but if you can ban the KKK, you can ban that group. If you can ban, if you can ban the Nazis, you can ban any part.
David, words.
Yeah. I said not see.
Yeah.
The way you ran it together, though, it's like the
algorithm gets pick it up.
Yeah.
The algorithm is not very precise.
It's like, literally, I heard this one and I'm sitting there thinking, I remember this as a joke plot in Futurama like 20 years ago. That was not supposed to be taken seriously.
If it was true, I would not be surprised if that.
I would.
But I'm just saying,
all the stuff that comes out.
I'm just saying the First Amendment does not allow you to smear, okay? Unfortunately, a liberal judge says that you have the right to lie, and it's like, no, you don't.
It depends, and I'll hide for this. You cannot do intentional libel slander. However, disagreements, arguments, and insults are fine. So it's a thin line, and it is one that's hard to prove. It's a battle.
But it's been upheld in courts merely because of the racism of low expectations. Not because
the guy just said this is a white supremacist sign. It was a joke on 4chan, you morons.
Yeah.
They were joking, and somebody took it seriously.
Yeah.
Here's the
people
thing,
have no sense of humor. So
I'm sick and tired of people saying this stuff. I've actually got a lot of support, surprisingly, on some liberal sites today for calling out the history of Black American culture, claiming Native musicians as their own and trying to take credit for our work and our instruments.
Especially I'm not saying, especially the guitar, because that was Hawaii, not Africans.
The banjo was an adaptation of a Native American instrument.
Yeah.
And they've absolutely tried to claim it's African.
Yeah.
Well, they saw it on Roots, or the rerun.
Roots has been debunked.
Yeah. Alex Haley made up a lot of that shit. Okay.
Everyone has stolen every kind of musical instrument at some point.
It's not stolen if you adapt it and use it. It's stolen if you try to take credit for other people's instrument and claim you invented it.
You get what I'm trying to say, though.
Yeah. The reason I'm defining that is because they're trying to take credit for Native instruments, Native musicians, Native culture, Native music.
Yeah.
That is stealing.
Particularly the guitar and banjo.
That.
Yeah.
Culture is seeing that and adapting their own version of it because they like it or they're drawn in by it. That's not stealing. That's adaptation and honoring.
It's like claiming jazz. I'm sorry, but jazz was invented by multiple people over a period of time. And the reason why a lot of scholars can't fight back is because the creators of jazz were of a certain persuasion of a certain group that is banned in the United States.
And they
Well,
weren't exactly taking
And
notes
you look
back
at
then.
this, they talk about
Yeah.
giving credit to the black community for creating rock and metal. Well, that's not exactly true. Did some black musicians, especially in the old days, take gospel music and Celtic music, mix it with some of the native drums and the styles from the indigenous people, and
Yeah.
come up with what was the original basis of what became the rock and metal genre? Yes. Did they create the things that they used to make that? No, they took it from other cultures. Rock is no more a black genre than it is a Native American genre and a Celtic genre.
Yeah,
And the
it's like
conglomeration of the
Bohemian
three.
Rhapsody.
Know that.
It's like not everything has a clean origin story.
No, especially Rhapsody, because Rhapsody actually started with the harpsichord and poets getting together in the 17th century in France. But there were some black musicians, but there's no historical record to actually say what if they were just playing the instrument or they were reading the poetry. But we know the poetry was French, right? French poets, and it was brought to America by it was brought to America by a black man who was from France.
Okay, let's use this example for you guys real quick.
Yeah.
If you looked at the way the media has portrayed it, what
Yeah.
race would you say Jimi Hendrix is?
They portray him as a black
He's
man.
generally considered as a black guy. Yeah.
He is part black. He was part black. Do you know what he was mostly?
Yeah, I believe he was actually a Native American, wasn't he?
Mhm.
Yes, he was born and raised on the res.
They generally
Yeah.
darkened him some in the publicity photos.
They darkened him significantly in the the papers. His
Yeah.
sister is still calling it out.
Yeah. I don't think he's the only one, but I can't think of any other example.
They did it with a lot of the publicity stuff
Yeah.
with Redbone too, and tried to portray them as black rock instead of native.
Yeah. Didn't they do it with the Samoan guy, with the Samoan singer?
I think so. I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. I know they originally did it with
Why
the
that?
Cubans too. They tried to portray Lucille Ball's husband, sorry, I can't think of his name, as a white man.
Desi Arnaz.
Yeah.
Desi
Why
Arnaz.
did they do that?
They left out the part that he was Cuban. Yeah.
Well,
Which is really
Why?
interesting because now the left has been trying to claim that he was an illegal. He was never an illegal. He was a refugee.
He
was
escaped
kicked out
Castro.
of Cuba for standing up against the fascism there.
And he never claimed to be a brown man either. He claimed to be a Cuban.
That's how
Why-
they get
Also,
them.
by the
Cubans
way-
are really white. It's like, what?
And also,
Why do
by
they
the
do
way,
that?
Actually, Cubans can be anywhere from very pale to almost looking black.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
Why do-
we know.
One sec. I was trying to make a point a while of that.
Yeah, hold on.
I've
Kevin.
been getting into this whole argument with people
Yeah.
too because of that claim they're trying to make with them. It's like, by the way, let's get into this, something that I've talked with Bob about before.
Mhm.
The first interracial kiss between anyone in scripted primetime
Was
TV
Lucille.
was Lucy and Desi.
yeah.
Celtic
they
and Cuban.
Yet they credit to Star Trek.
Yeah, and that was Star Trek was the first scripted kiss between a black and
Yeah.
white. It
But
was
it
not
wasn't
even the first kiss between black and white. That was done on variety shows long before that.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't in the first interracial kiss for Star Trek
No.
because
It was-
the year earlier, Mirror Mirror, when Shatner's kissing Barbara Luna, she's Filipino.
Well, again, they also had an episode, I can't remember, where they literally based the whole character on Native American, and he was also kissing her. So it's not like this
Yeah.
wasn't common
Although
in
you know,
Star Trek.
No.
He was kissing every woman of every race. Come on.
Yeah, it was good. Come on.
doesn't count if doesn't count if she's made up to be a native. Because I'm pretty sure Sabrina
Hey.
Surf is not.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest here. When you look at Hollywood, it's almost 95% of people who played Native Americans are fucking Italian.
Well, there's
Yeah.
less makeup that way. But there's
Why
a lot
is
of white guys. They had to darken up Ricardo Montalban to play Khan.
Why is that?
He was not
Because
that
they
dark.
didn't actually want to hire natives. They didn't see us as humans, so they just hired other people. That said, I do recommend everybody who wants to see something good that involves natives in entertainment from that era, watch the episode and get smart on dealing with the natives.
there's a lot of things that I've forgotten, and probably a lot of people have. But there was Hollywood, talks about the evils and blames a certain community, blames white people in quotes. But if you go back and look at the surnames of the people who in Hollywood who were doing the hiring, they weren't Europeans.
In the episode in Get Smart, when they were dealing with this, they had this guy ranting that I'm not going to let a little group of Indians intimidate me, and the guy behind him going, "You tell him, General Custer."
Yeah. Now I saw a movie about Custer, which I saw a documentary on Custer.
One sec, guys. One sec. What, Lydian?
I was about to say I should be heading off.
Oh, sorry, Lydian.
Are you going to be around to say goodnight to in a little bit?
Less than a little bit.
I don't know. The stream's probably not going to go much longer because it's over 3 hours, and I can't go too long tonight.
I was thinking trying to sell Desi Arnaz. Desi Arnaz was known. He was a bit of a celebrity before Lucy. Okay, he was a popular singer, so he was known when he defected from Cuba. Okay?
And also,
it was a bit of a deal.
Look, and this is with respect to him, and also respect to the era this was in. I wouldn't say that trying to lift him up as a perfect immigrant is a good thing, considering the reason their marriage broke up is because he was physically violent in the home to his wife and kids. Yeah, and he even admitted it.
Yeah, I saw a documentary. I said Custer by mistake. On Desi Arnaz.
Yeah.
He
made amends for it, and he did make up to her and the kids, but he was not a good husband.
They were much better after they got divorced. Okay, so they were better together.
He did an interview in which he basically apologized to his children that something in his life which he cannot articulate. And whenever he was with Lucy, he would just be triggered to that violent episode.
It triggered her too, and that was actually mutually abusive relationship. Even she said she would walk in and just be raged and hit him with no reason.
Yeah, they triggered each other, but he was just saying something happened in his early life which he would not articulate, which every time he was around Lucy, it would basically he'd have a episode.
Well, it's also
she said basically the same thing. I think there was something. They did love each other, but there was something just wrong there, and they could not communicate it well, and it hurt them.
No, and they couldn't communicate, and it would trigger their impulses, shall we say, to basically. She would backhand
after they divorced.
Yeah, and the thing is, he said he'd been to therapy 12 times, and he just could not exercise his demons. He had the bottle. He tried to be sober. And about the philandering, he said he'd walk off set and the women would be standing there waiting there naked. It was basically throwing raw fish at a cat.
Well, there's also an element of that, Cuban macho, because he's like, I don't run around with other women. I run around with whores.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
he's supporting the working class. Okay,
I am not defending his actions. I'm just explaining that basically if you throw raw fish at a cat.
But he had that kind of categorization. It's like he's not chasing other people's wives. These girls are there. This is what they do.
They are.
That's why I said it was a complex issue because they both had a pretty rough upbringing, pretty rough life. Yeah. And they seemed to bring the worst out in each other. But I don't think it was because they didn't love. But to try to uphold him, and they're trying to use him as this example to prove, look, illegals would be great. He was never an illegal. He was a refugee. And he did a lot of fucked up shit before he got himself together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I
let's
said,
not use that as an example.
But he was
he
also
tried.
He tried.
He did,
and he did clean his life up, and I give him full credit for that.
Yeah,
full credit, nonstop.
Yeah. And a lot of the stuff like current how sitcoms are made, and that goes directly to him because before that,
was very good to his new wife,
and they did the kinescope stuff, but he once started doing it on film.
Did they ever
you don't have to do it once.
No. I
but
think
also,
he remarried.
Guys.
The 3-camera setup with an audience, that was him.
Yeah.
One sec, guys. Guys. We're going off on tangents pretty hard here. I was trying to say before you started going off on that, I think we need to wrap this up. I want to wrap it up with the quote I was getting to about that episode.
Oh,
All right.
So this is the one that gets me so much. This is Max talking to the head of the Indian terrorist cell, Red Cloud. I'm sure if you listen to what I have to say, you'll change your mind about pressing that button. We've always had great respect for the noble red men. Let's think of the past. Remember when you roamed these great plains with your buffalo, and then came our settlers, and then our soldiers. Maybe we better forget about the past. The present, that's what counts. The present. Let's look at the present. Let's look at what we've given you in the present. These nice, tiny little reservations. Let's talk about the future. Red Cloud. Now, if we take the promises of the past and join them with the policies of the present, then there's only one thing left to say. Yeah, let her rip, Red Cloud.
Let her rip.
Basically going,
never mind. Hit the button.
I'm done.
Yeah.
You're right. We're fucked.
Again, what's the difference? No, I'll say the last word. What's the difference between the government and business? Business gets the government to screw you over, whereas the government doesn't need anybody else's permission.
Whereas the government does it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government does it for themselves. Yes, the government doesn't need a motive. It's the government.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Arrivederci.